what's going on. Why is this screen so weird? It is backwards. Don't know why. It's showing me stuff backwards. Sir Third Leg, what's going on? What's going on? Everything is upside down right now. What's going on, everybody? Let's see if I can hear anything. I'm not gonna be able to hear nothing right now. How's everybody's day? How's everybody's day going, guys? So waiting on brick by brick. We're waiting on Sleepy. Let's see if I can get this screen to flip around. Why is it like that? TikTok is good. It's just, it is just, Streamlabs is kind of weird. Let's see if my speakers, my mic, everything is good. Global settings. That's all good. That is all good. Waiting for Sleepy to go live. I don't know why it looks good on screen one. Showing me weird gameplay. We're just waiting on everybody to come in.
Burn it. Burn it down to the ashes. Burn it down, 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 down.
Yeah, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's good, everybody? Welcome to Brick by Brick Vest. What's going on? Hey, obviously, appreciate you guys coming in. If you've seen last week's, my damn video, last week's stream on Wednesday, 8 p.m., we did an episode on G4SLEEPY over a controversy that happened in Dylan's stream during a pickup in DMZ, and there had been some. Because you know how the current FPS basically gaming sector is, And so I decided I've done this hacked or cracked episode a few times already. I've covered some very large streamers like Dylan, Wizard, Andy, and G4 was just like immediately like cited on it because I like checked out his content. I'm like, well, it seems pretty good. And there was like a back and forth at 50-50, right? And he picked up on it, and I'm gonna bring him on live to discuss the whole side to it. Questions in chat, send them. All I ask is be professional, 100% professional, no trolling, no, just be straight up. Like, that's it. You can ask questions. I'm going to answer super chats and things that are highlighted first. First, we're going to discuss a set of questions that I already have kind of lined up. Everything is off the cuff. Everything's authentic. It has not been discussed before. That being said, as always, what is my relationship with G4SLEEPY? I do not know him personally, except for the fact that I have talked with him one time. And so I first saw him in Dylan's chat, chatted, said, hey, throw up your VODs. I want to check out some of your gameplay because I would like to see if you're actually hacking or if this is just accusations. And so that's the gist of tonight. Other than that, kind of like the guy's character, but this is fully unbiased. I'm going to be asking very, very hard questions. There'll be a lot of back and forth, and we're going to let him the opportunity to speak. It's either it is what it is or it's not. And so I'm very appreciative that he showed up, and all I ask you as a viewer is to remain professional, regardless of your relationship. If you know him, you don't know him, I'm asking you that I will be either timing out or banning people who are just flat out disrespectful about things. And that's just upfront, okay? Because I do have a lot of people to answer to. And obviously, as a guest, I'm going to be respectful and unbiased, regardless of what is known or said. If you do have any clips or information, you can DM me in the Discord. You can send that. I can check them out. That's fine. We'll likely be playing as well to check some things out. So, yeah, it's kind of no holds barred, but just as I said, be respectful. That being said, I'm going to unmute our guest. Sleep, you good to go? I'm going to bring you in here to do your own intro, if that's cool with you.
Yeah.
You can hear me? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be reading chat here in a second. Go ahead and shout out who you are, what you've been doing, why you're here.
Everybody, my name is G4SLEEPY. You feel me? I've been streaming for about a year and some change now. There's a lot of stuff that went into it and everything, but that's just who I am. You feel me? It's nice to see everybody that's in here, and I appreciate everybody that came through to see what's really going on.
Yo, good. All right, so here we go. We might have a few like tech things that bear with me. Might have a couple tech things that come up. But yeah, so everything I like it short and sweet, straight to the point, which is what's up. So I'll be kind of like reading through chats. Don't get discouraged. Don't get upset if I'm not, I usually read everything out and I take my time and I'm always checking through. Understand that it might take me a minute to get to you. I'm sure a lot of people have questions, but I really would like to focus on opportunity to talk with my guest. And so thank you, dude. Like, amazing for coming on. I wanted to let you know, I appreciated you. Like when I reached out to you, I remember in Dylan's chat,
yeah,
I was like, hey, I immediately went to your content because I was like, well, if everybody's saying this thing, let me go check that out. And so I was like, well, this isn't bad. And he did a good intro. And it seems like he's just kind of up and coming and doing his thing. And Call of Duty can be toxic in general. And DMZ, of course, is no stranger to that. And so I had not expected to reach out and chat and say, hey, post your VODs and I'd like to make a video on it.
Yeah.
And I'm a very big advocate for somebody who's like very confident in himself and has nothing to hide. And of course, is interested in not worrying about bullshit. You know what I mean? So when you said, yeah, I'll post them, I was like, no shit. And then you did. I was like, get the fuck out of here. So,
yeah.
So I went on and did it, as you saw, I did an episode before we ever talked last week. And so mad respect to you because it was like, you didn't have to like pick up and chat with me. You know what I mean? And so I appreciate you. Like, you don't have to do none of this. You know what I mean? So it's pretty cool. Most people won't, you know what I mean? Or don't. So I'm just happy, you popped over and gave that fair opportunity. By the way,
I appreciate
Sleepy, it. Yeah, hell yeah, man. He also agreed to, like I said, be off the cuff. We didn't script anything or anything like that. So first things first, before we get into any of the like listed questions or anything, I try to keep everything kind of organized. Shout out to my friends that kind of helped me with that because I'm a very off the cuff, authentic kind of person. It's like my
Yes, you are.
branding. But the thing about it is that I realize I do need some kind of organization. I'm still learning and growing too as a company, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, tell me a little bit about yourself. Like what got you into gaming? Just like just no, you don't have to get any major details, but like personal details. But what was it like? When did you start growing? What was it like growing up? Why did you start gaming? What drove you to it, and what was your main genre, if you will?
So growing up, my very
Yep.
first game system. I'm gonna start by saying this. I'm 27. For me, so growing up, my first gaming console was a PlayStation 1. You feel me? I got one for Christmas when I was like, I think like 3 or 4, somewhere around there. And I've been playing games like Mega Man, Spyro the Dragon, Metal Gear Solids, Splinter Cell, Ghost Recon. I done played all these games. I've been playing Call of Duty since Black Ops 1. Well, I think Call of Duty World at War. I played one of those too. But what got me into gaming is I like to compete. Everything
Okay.
everything that every major thing in my life that I feel like I wanted to achieve is all through working. And you can only work to get these things if you're competitive. So most times when people hear competitive,
That's a great way to look at it, though, dude. It's like that's a lot of life.
yeah, you feel me? So most times when people think or hear that someone is competitive, they think, oh, it's me versus everybody. In my opinion, when I say I'm competitive, it's me versus me. You feel me? I feel like
Like a
I
shadow
compete-
boxing.
yeah,
yourself,
like
if
you
you
feel
would.
me? Yeah, like
So there's a difference between ambition and outright competitiveness, I guess. You know what I mean? And being ambitious, if there is nothing else better in the room.
Mhm.
I'm just trying to like sidekick your statement basically because
Yeah.
I've had a lot of like influential people. Like I trained with a Green Beret, Frank Proctor, one of the
crazy.
best shooters in the world,
Mhm.
and he does competition shooting as well as being SF and all this other stuff. And
Mhm.
I'm thinking, I've never seen anybody that shot better than this guy. He's a 2-time world champion, and he's like, he had a country voice, and he's like, man, I'm gonna tell you right now, you ain't never done shooting. You ain't never gonna be professional. Ain't no such thing. You always improving. And if you're the number one guy and the number one that you get, you got to beat yourself then. And so it really reiterates kind of what you were saying. So
Yeah,
man,
absolutely.
Mega Man too, bro.
Boy,
dude,
yo,
that was
Mega
a big
Man,
one for me.
Mega Man was one of my favorite games growing up. Me and my older sister used to play it all the time. It's a crazy story. I used to compete with my older sister. She's 11 years older than me. When I was younger, we used to play Mortal Kombat, and I used to spam buttons. And she used to get so mad that I'm spamming buttons, but I'm still winning. And she's doing all these fancy combos, and I'm just spamming the same button, beating her every time. So I
It
was
was that Mortal
always,
Kombat, you said?
yeah, like the really
Yeah.
old Mortal Kombat.
OG,
Yeah.
like Sega Genesis days, old,
Mhm.
probably. Yeah, that's freaking hilarious. So what got you into FPS?
So what got me into FPS is I started playing Call of Duty with Black Ops 1. No, I said Black Ops 1 with World at War. Then a couple years later, I started playing Black Ops 1. Black Ops 1, I just liked the mechanics of Call of Duty. So
So
it was like
BO1 was the first though.
BO1 was the official first one that I could say like I really tried in.
Okay.
After that, I played Grand Theft Auto 5 for like a couple years. Got really, I
Bro,
think I
who
played that
didn't,
game for
though?
like 9 years straight. So
Well,
after
a lot
that,
of people still play it. Modding kind of saved that game.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Even on PC, there's like a whole different type of server and everything going on with GTA 5 right now. So that's mad cool. Then
Which game were you best at?
which game was I best at?
Yeah.
If I'm being honest with you, I'd say GTA because I spent so long playing it until Warzone 1 came out. When Warzone 1 came out,
You mean 2019?
yes, that one.
Well, that's not really Warzone 1, bro.
Which one is Warzone
Blackout. Blackout BO4 paid Warzone because you had to pay to play it.
Yeah, facts.
That was like my all-time game, so I just threw it in there. But yeah, so I'm
not
sorry
gonna
to
lie.
interrupt you.
I heard that they're bringing it back for Black Ops 7 too. So hopefully,
That's the rumor, bro. I have
hopefully,
it on
but-
it's on my Instagram. I was ranked top 5 in the country on console, 52 in the world. I was above a lot of big names. One of the few was Shroud was obviously, but per win percentage, I had like a 20. I had a 1 in 4 win rate or 1 in 5 win rate.
I think we might have to interview you after this, man. I don't know. But yeah, so after Warzone 1, I wasn't really that good in Warzone 1, but when Warzone 2 came out, I got better. Before I came to DMZ, I had over anywhere between 200 to 400 Warzone wins. I came over to DMZ and now here I am now, and COD is now the only game I play.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me pick up on a couple chats really quick, if you don't mind. I want to say, what up, Cherry? You already, the homie who's been around forever, dude. I appreciate you so much, Cherry. Thank you for everything you've done for the channel. As usual, anybody who's been around here long enough, you know that. Rants a lot as well. Appreciate you, my dude. You always keep me laughing. But yeah, what up, Slade? What's up, Todd? How you doing? Neo, okay, what's good? Diet Betty, good to see you guys. Very, very much well. Welcome in, Mr. Griff, Jorge. Correct me if phonetically correct me if I get these wrong. Josh Jett, Mike Peterson, and Martian. I don't have my glasses on. Martin, what up? I know you had to go to bed. I know it's late for you over in the UK. So that's what's up. Yeti, what up, man? Evening to you too. Let me see. So Jorge, so he says Sleepy looks like 40. I'm 43, bro. So you know what I mean? Like
that's why I made that
I
face.
look good,
I'm
dude.
like, my guy, I don't look 40, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah,
I'm
I
a
get
young
called.
guy.
I game with a lot of obviously a lot of folks in their 20s and 30s and stuff, and so they're always like they're always trying to get on the older cats like you boomer, blah blah blah, and it gets under their skin. I'm established, successful. I don't care. Kind of reiterating what you were saying earlier about being like confident, competitive, and I think that's a good topic point of today's discussion is because like if in fact everything is you are absolutely not hacking, nothing's going on, there's nothing to hide, then yeah, you absolutely want to be confident about that and express that, and you really don't care of the opinion of people who are wrong. And it's no disrespect to anybody, of course, in the chat. Like I said, I'm sure people here are both from both sides, but the fact of the matter is you really wouldn't care too much. But this is why I thanked Sleepy. As I said, hey, thanks for coming on, because he didn't have to come on. Whether he was hacking or not, he could have just been like, I don't give a shit what you think. Not coming on to answer anybody's questions. So I think he did that out of a lot of respect to me, and that's why I've asked everybody to say, hey, just keep it fresh, keep it a buck, So chill, damn, Sleepy older than me. Now you misread what I was saying. You know what I mean? Somebody made a comment like trolling, like fucking around a little bit.
I already knew I was older than you. All right, but I'm aging like fine wine right now, so I ain't gonna complain.
Bro, I don't think you look older than me.
That's what I'm saying.
A lot of people say I look like baby face, but I look.
Now I'm not gonna lie. If I had to guess, I'd say 34, 33. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm 43.
Hey,
I'm old as hell.
Nah, man.
As the kids say, on status, crashing out, getting nuggies. My kid gets really pissed off. Dad, don't say nuggies. I hate you.
Josh. Generic, what's up, my boy?
I know that one too, Jorge. That's what's up. G4 fam here, Josh. It's good. I'm glad to see everybody like show up and turn up to regardless of where you stand on it. This is going to be a really interesting conversation. It'll be a lot of fun, and so don't let anything bother you. Let's get to the gist of what the heck is going on and why we think this is going on. We're going to get into some of those questions too as well. Yeah. So before we start into some of the hard questions, bro, what is it about DMZ that dragged you in, and what is it? Answers however in whichever order you want, but what is it about DMZ that brought, I don't know, like attracted you to and streaming as well? How did that all come about? Was there anybody that inspired you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. First things first, shout out Songbird, love you to death. You feel me? She's the reason why I started streaming. She's a a big reason why I still play in DMZ. That's the love of my life. You feel me? Um, so I started playing DMZ because a friend of mine brought me over to DMZ one day after I tried it once or twice, died to bots, didn't know what the hell was going on. So I said, man, forget this game. He brought me back, he showed me the way, and then he stopped playing, and then I kept playing. So when I first started DMZ, I remember that there was like a bunch of bots, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wear a
What
riot
season
shield.
was that?
See, okay, so whatever the summer before the Halloween event was, that's the one that I was in.
remember.
So this was like 2-3 years ago, still probably, but right before Halloween event, Halloween I think was season 6, so I came during like season 5. Um, but yeah,
So you were a late bloomer a little bit.
yeah,
in the game.
absolutely, absolutely. You feel me? I came in. The first real gun I used was an X13 Auto. It was meta in Warzone at the time. That was my SMG. So it was
The
that and a
Glock,
riot
baby.
shield. Yeah, you feel me? So after that, I just stayed because it was a breath of fresh air compared to Warzone. You feel me? Warzone, you got people falling in from the sky and spawning in and doing all types of crazy stuff, beaming you out of the sky when you spawning back in. You feel me? DMZ was just a more slower pace but faster pace if you knew what you were doing. And I liked the whole if somebody dies, you got to pick them up off of the floor aspect instead of them respawning from the sky. You feel me? So that was a major part of why I liked DMZ.
So
The reason-
pretty typical why most people get into it. It's kind of the same story for you, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. After that, I started streaming. I think the January of 2024. Yeah, 2024 January is when I started streaming. I originally started streaming so my girl can watch me, and that's been the main reason why I started streaming ever since. I've had a lot of friends and people who I consider family come through and support me and give me pep talks and speak life into my situation as far as all the things I've been through throughout my streaming journey. And it's because of those people that is why I still play this game.
Yeah. Well, you kind of made me realize something that I'm not. Now we're gonna get into some of these hard questions here in a minute, and I know I've absolutely been able to help express what I kind of was interested in talking to you about, which is the human aspect. We're all gamers, but there's another part. Now, this is an excuse, but to be fair, I just picked up on the fact that that's a late start, dude. January 2024 would mean very clearly that plenty of mistakes could be made if there is, and we'll get into some of that stuff if there is anything. You wouldn't know much about the streaming community. You wouldn't know much about gaming if that is the case. And so that'll probably tailor into a lot of what we're going to discuss as well. So I really appreciate that insight. If you're good with it, man, I'm going to start in with some of the harder ones that I had written down. Absolutely. If you're good to go. All right. So first things first, bro. Let's do this. So from here on out, to everybody in the chat, go ahead, throw your comments in the chat. Say what you say. Again, if you're coming in late, I'll ask, be professional. If the mod's in the chat, you might want to pin that. Keep all, that's your warning. Like, be professional about what you ask what you want. Just maintain professionalism, no trolling, no doxing, crap, no childish behavior. You know what I mean? Just don't be bullying. It doesn't get put up with anyway in the channel, but that's all we're asking because, like I said, my job here is to be an interviewer, be unbiased, and ask the hard stuff. And if you guys have thought of anything I haven't thought of, ask away. So first things first, let's start straight up, dude. Are you cheating? And I want to hear it directly from you, live, in front of everybody. That's my first question to you.
Am I cheating? No.
Okay.
Not at all.
So your official answer is not at all. Nothing. Okay. So second question, I'm just going to kind of go in order of what I have. A lot of players are saying your gameplay looks too perfect, kind of accuracy, the reaction speed, probably something from like that clip that I don't know if you've seen it, which was very hard. Like it did look sus, and speed that doesn't seem human. What's your opening statement to that as we move along? Like, what would you say?
So my opening statement to that is I would like people to take into accountability that being good at something is what a lot of people strive at. Whether you want to be good at COD, whether you want to be good at making houses, building PCs, everybody strives to be good at something. I've taken the time throughout my entire time playing the DMZ, customizing my settings, building the right guns, going in private matches, practicing all the time, making sure that I can play to the best of my ability. On top of taking tips from my girlfriend about centering, making sure that I'm not walking with my sights down at the floor. I'm always centered, so it's not too hard for me to go into an instant aim. Um, yeah, like you feel me? I I take competitiveness real seriously, and I've strived to be the best that I can be in this game. And that's really all I can say about that, honestly.
Okay, good, 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 good. Okay, so if we don't get into it now, we'll get into it surely towards the end. I'll ask you. We'll either get into some of your gameplay, or we'll actually look at a couple things if you have anything. Actually, this here's another off the cuff one that I didn't have written down. Do you have anything? I mean, you said in Dylan's stream, everyone has a suspicious play. Do you have, right off the top of your mind, it would be the first thing that came to your mind? Do you have a specific gameplay footage that you've ever looked at and been like, ugh? And the reason I asked that, like I said, not excuse to you or your story, and I don't want to take away from that, but
Yeah.
some individuals specifically try to get clips that draw attention to them not cheating, but saying that it is. They'll put it in their titling, they'll put it in their thumbnail.
Yeah.
Is there anything that stands out to you? Is there a moment, a memory, anything in particular, any instance, funny story, anything like that?
So I think I'm gonna put it like this. There's a lot of sweaty, you feel me? That's what everybody calls it. There's a lot of sweaty players in DMZ. You feel me? There's a lot of people that really play this game and really go hard in this game because they want to be the best that they can be. And I'm just one of those people. You feel me? I think every good player has a sus clip. But I feel like if you rely on a kill cam to tell you if someone is cheating, kill cams are not always accurate. Even when I'm streaming, there's several times when I'm streaming that someone will fry me, and I'm like, yo, how did he just fry me like that? I'll watch the kill cam, and if it looks weird, I'm not paying no attention to it. I don't spam report nobody if I feel like they're cheating unless I really know that you just either shot me through the wall or you locked onto my head somehow. That's the only time, but I hardly ever report anybody for cheating. If someone is cheating, I just back out. There's nothing that you could really do about it.
Yeah.
Even if they get shadow banned, it's only for 3 to 5 days and then they're back again. So it's nothing that we could really do. But as far as clips that I feel like what specifically stands out, I could name a lot of clips that even if I looked at it from another person's point of view without knowing what I've been through in the game and what I've done, I would say that, yo, this clip looks mad sus. But that's just the outsider's opinion. You feel me? I
Yeah,
think
and
that,
even know what like is fine too. Obviously, you don't have anything on top of your head. It's kind of off the wall question.
yeah, some of the, like, if you go to my TikTok, my last couple clips that I posted, you'll see people asking me if there's aimbot, smooth aim, all this extra stuff. I don't have none of that. I build my guns for accuracy. I build my guns for zero recoil.
How long does it take you to build a gun? Like when you tune a gun?
If I'm really interested in the gun, it'll take me like a good hour or two to play around with it in the gun range, in a private match, tuning it up. All that stuff takes a little bit of time. So I'd say like a good like hour or two. Like, for example, the ISO hemlock. I have a zero recoil ISO hemlock build. That took me about an hour and some change to really tune it right and make sure that it literally has no recoil. And anybody who I tell try this gun, they all say the same thing. This gun has no recoil.
Well, I asked that because I know legitimately from a comp background how long does it take to tune a gun, and you say the right things too, like going in, testing his spots, testing his shipment. It's not just the firing range; those are important factors, like key interest points. So I do want to try to get through most of these questions, as best we can, and so if you're good, I'm going to move on. One of the two, well, because I'm gonna have more questions too. That's what I meant to say. One of them was, okay, so you said, this one interests me. You said that, so if somebody gets banned, it's like 3 to 5 days. Where does that knowledge come from? Like how do you know
I've
that
been
aspect?
ricocheted a few times. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I think most
Why do you think
good
that
players-
happened and what happened, I suppose, would be my question.
spam reporting. I've been ricocheted as soon as I got into a lobby and I wasn't able to move. I've been ricocheted for stabbing somebody under the water after following them and their whole team spam reporting me. There's a million list of reasons why people get ricocheted in the game. So it's like, I believe any really good player will face it a few times. Like I personally know people that are on console that still face these same type of problems.
Okay. All right. So here's the thing.
One more thing, hold on.
Yeah.
There's somebody being unprofessional in the chat. Please stop it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to respond to you. So I'm just gonna go back to this now. Thank you.
I'm gonna keep that. We kind of discussed that a little bit before too. It's also your spamming, dude. Sorry, buddy. It is what it is. So here's the thing. So we have yeah, so here's a question, right? Remember when I said that you came in kind of early at a time like January 2024? You had no prior experience with streaming or anything like that?
No.
Okay. So my question to that would be like, you've already said your official statement's like, no, I've never cheated. So that's what it is now. Now my question is, or no, you said you don't cheat, but my question is, have you ever used any exploit, I mean, I think everybody's kind of coachy. So like aside or done something like that in a game, not even talking about DMZ, but like in general, has there ever been a time, and I could give you an example, something for me, I've never discussed this before, that this is a really interesting point. But the question would be, have you ever at any point used software exploits or any kind of external help? Before you answer that, even just once. And that would be one question I have. So behind me here is a Game Genie. Let that focus in. So this question, right? And I'm very against cheating, hacking. I mean, competitive. I don't ever want to be associated with that. However, back in the day, this was something you could buy at KB Toys or Toys R Us, and it would give you super jump powers and all kinds of shit, like invisibility, or you just put codes into the game. So this goes way back, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they sell freaking Cronus at Best Buy. And so I am not, they're obviously banned TOS on consoles and per terms of service of games. So be wary of that. But the fact of the matter is that there's obviously an epidemic of cheaters.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
There's a lot of curiosity around that. And so I'm not trying to like lead you into anything, but I'm like curious if you have any genuine, authentic, innocent story that's ever happened to you that you'd be willing to talk about, or has that ever happened?
No, none of that has ever happened.
Nothing comes to mind. Like not a single thing.
I've never used any like Cronus or anything like that. Have I done exploits in the game like gun duplications and all that stuff? Absolutely. I've done glitches and my sister says she's watching. I'm sorry. I've done gun duplications and all this other stuff, and that's why I don't really chastise anybody else for saying or for doing that specific thing, because I used to do it. That's why I don't sit here and chastise people for using shotguns. I used to do it. If you die to it, everyone's gonna be like, ah, damn it, a shotgun. But no one is gonna really sit here, or not no one, but I'm not really gonna sit here and just kick your back in because this is what you're choosing to do. You feel me?
Yeah, I think one thing we did talk about out of any of this was that, like I said to you, I'm not anybody's dad. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and it is the job of the publisher. It doesn't mean I don't hate it and I don't address it in live
Mhm.
or absolutely can't stand it. I do personally. My stance on it is that um basically that to me it pulls your man card a little bit to me in gaming. I mean, because we're all a bunch of digital pixels. So I mean, let's be realistic. How
It's all
I
just
guess,
pixels, man.
but like, yeah, but like pride's a thing. You know what I mean? Like being
Absolutely.
proud. And this just wasn't something of my generation that was really, really common. You were really, really looked at, but it seems like today it's an epidemic. It's really, really crazy. That's why I thought I would ask. I think it's, and thank you for a normal response because
No
I would
problem.
have been pretty red flagged if you're like, yeah, I've never glitched or exploited. Like even myself with a lot of streaming experience and a lot of gameplay experience and competitive, both professionally and working in the industry. I've obviously same thing. I mean, I can specifically remember somebody in Zombie showing me on that last one on Modern Warfare 3, just not too long ago. Under one of the parking garages, you could get on the stairs and you could shoot
need
out,
your
and
help.
nobody could shoot in.
I can't tell you
And
what it is. You can
I
never
looked
ask
at
me
that
about
in
it later.
Warzone. I never
It
did it
hurts
again,
people.
but I think everybody's kind of gets a
Who's
gets a
got it?
pass on
Thanks.
that. It's the like if you do it every day to get an advantage. I kind of
Yeah,
hate
then-
that the fact that DMZ's in that spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, where they're not updating or like patching glitches and
Yeah.
things like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Eddie, what up?
Don't get me wrong. I used to pushy glitch all the time. I used to do XP glitches when I was a low rank back when Warzone was out. That's why, as I said, I'm not really about to sit here and chastise anybody for the things that they're doing.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude, that's just kind of exactly seconds what I'm saying.
Mhm.
And anybody who's in chat that's saying, one of my buddies just came in. I think he's one of the few people that could actually. I've been with him 1,000 times, and he doesn't even want to play if we did a sniper's hide or any type of shit he doesn't like any type of shit like that. So mad respect to him. Thank you, Eddie. Roland, yeah, what up, Roland? So you got G4 on for an interview. Good on both of you. I just want to catch up with some of these chats. Yeti, thank you as well for giving me a comment to pin. I see a lot of people just going back and forth. So I was going to say to
This
you,
guy,
actually.
this guy is like so obsessed with me right now. Why are you?
So I'll between both you, right? So here's the thing. I already said in the beginning, I'm not gonna let like harassment go on or anything to you. Just let I'll handle the chat. Like that's on me.
No,
To
it's
anybody who's
fine.
in chat violating, you're
I
going
just
to
think,
be banned.
this is not the
Give me
time.
give me 1 second to cook.
Mhm.
If you're in chat and you're violating my stream, you know what I mean? Like
brick by brick warrior.
I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible. If you have a beef or something, it is what it is. Handle it. Hit me up privately. And if you get banned, you could hit me up later for an unban request. But as it stands right now, because I'm not going to be in the middle and I'm not going to play a parent between people. I'm appreciative that my guest came on and that he's speaking with me. And so I'm going to be removing anything that has anything to do with harassment, nonstop texting, anything like that. Say, if you want to ask a question, come in and just ask professionally. So let me catch up that. Anyways, my bad. Go ahead.
Oh no, you covered it. But what I will say is, I'm gonna let you know this about me. I'm a really nice person. I love everybody in my community and outside of my community. There's a lot of people that I've helped in this game, and there's a lot of people who stream that I've helped with all the cool alerts, all the cool things on their stream. I done helped a lot of people, but I just don't feel like. No, I just feel like once someone doesn't like you, they go out of their way to show that they don't like you, and that's all I'm gonna say on that. So we could continue this, my good brother.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say this too, as well. So if you have definitive things you want to say, show, or whatever, you can send them to me. Like I said, I am here to be unbiased. I'm giving this man his flowers and opportunity. He didn't have to come on here, and he is. So I'm giving him the free chance to speak. But as well, my mind is open. And this is why moderate got in the middle. It is my channel. At the end of the day, you're not speaking directly. I don't want anyone arguing in chat. Keep it professional. It's real simple. That's it. So if you're timeout or banned, you come back, keep it a buck, dude. That's it. And if you have something, hit me up privately after the stream. That's what I ask, because you're disrespecting me at some point. You know what I mean? And this is just to keep everybody professional in chat. I was expecting this shit was going to happen anyways. So that's fine. But the rest of you see what's going on. I have a job to do. I don't want to be here all night trying to get through this moderating between people. So that's it. But I mean, you're welcome to come in. Like I said, just saying flat out stuff and spamming is just not gonna cut it. Other people got to chat too. There's ways to ask things. There's ways not to. So let's get into another question. You cool with that? If I move on?
Yeah, absolutely. Come on.
Okay, perfect. All right, so this one, right? So this is one I wanted to ask because if this ever came about, obviously this could be done, whatever. I've kind of gotten I've kind of come to the conclusion a little bit as of at least where you stand. I haven't really said anything about this. My bias to you right now is kind of that maybe you're not doing anything, so maybe this question isn't as relevant when I wrote it, but I'm going to ask anyways. So if we ran a full audit of your account, like if somebody literally could go in, had access to your stuff, nobody would ever find proof, nobody would come up with proof, you wouldn't be right now. If we audited that account, what's your official statement on that? Like, would anything be found? Like I said, I'm asking all these questions because they're
be
like
found if you like
straight to the point. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you're asking me if anything would be found if you scan my account, scan my PC?
Yeah. So no. It's two-part question. I'll make it very simple. Would anything be found on your PC? Your answer directly, like, would or has anything ever been on your PC that would be found if audited? Like if you had your PC check, did a PC check, would you have or had ever? So that's part of the second question. Or does anyone have definitive proof that you know of that would say you had something sus that you would want to get out in the air?
No. Has there ever been anything on my PC? No, not that I know of.
Okay.
You feel me?
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not too tech savvy for me to be downloading extra stuff anyway. I just plug in my normal controller and I just play the game like everybody else.
Copy that. And I know it probably does see a lot of pressure on you, but I want this to be as unbiased as possible. And I do look forward. We're going to jump into some DMZ together, actually.
Oh, hell yeah.
In a little bit. But I want to ask these questions like flat out, like straight up, respectfully, but to the point professionally. Because in the end, if you have nothing to hide, it's just only going to make you look. It would be good to have something that clears you, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And if not, then that's on you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm asking this harder question. And again, thank you for allowing this opportunity. Let me check with the chat real quick, make sure I'm not missing anything.
I'm reading the
appreciate
chat
you guys
too.
all chatting.
Someone asked, how can they have a mustache like me?
I didn't even notice, to be honest with you.
You feel me? It takes a good glass of milk every now and then, you know?
This is probably the first time I get gray facial hair now, but this is the first time I ever grew facial hair in my life. I was at a shave in the Army, so yeah.
Oh, man.
I got carded till I was like 35 probably.
Bro, I'm trying to get the full beard going so I could look, you feel me, like a Viking or something, you know? But I don't think it's in my genes right now. Maybe within the next few years.
I'm gonna take a chat. Here's the first chat question. So this is where I kind of was going with it with chat, right? Everybody who's in the community, whether you've been here for a long time or not, I just want to hear like professional questions. So Roland has asked the very first professional question. Okay. And like I said, you can ask a hard question. Just got to ask it like an adult. That's all I ask, right?
Absolutely.
And so let me start by saying I don't think G4SLEEPY uses in-game cheats. I am curious about the skins, though, that you addressed in stream. Nuke, top 250? Good question, Roland. I'm going to pass that over to you, Sleepy, and let you answer that.
Okay. So let me clear the air. I don't have the top 250 skin unlocked. I have a lot of top 250 guns in my contraband because of top 250 players giving me these guns. Or like if you play a
How does
Sheikah
that work, bro? If you don't mind me asking.
so basically, let's say because I know Ashika Island, you could find a top 250 gun easy. So I have a friend that plays Ashika mainly, and I'll tell him like, yo, bro, if you see a top 250 ISO 9, put it in your contraband, and I'll get it from you when we play with you. That's really
So
about it.
that unlocks it.
No, no, no.
That
I don't have
like
it
that
unlocked,
unlocks the
but
weapon.
yeah,
No, I'm saying, but you if you exfil a top 250 gun, that gives you the gun.
It'll give you the gun in your contraband, but if you lose that gun, it's gone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but the
Yeah,
nuke skin,
I was misreading what you were or misinterpreting
yeah,
what you were
the nuke
saying. That's a
skin.
great question.
Yes, it is. I actually like this question. The nuke skin, though, you just do a nuke in Warzone. A lot of people have done nukes, so
Yep.
that's really about it. I wish I had the top 250. I never played ranked. I never played any of that stuff for me to really earn that, but all the other stuff, yeah.
So okay, so you got a nuke legitimately. Can you tell that story actually? As a matter of fact, yeah, send that. How did you get your new skin? How do you remember that? Like what happened with that?
So I got my nuke skin in Modern Warfare 2 with the help of some old friends who I'm actually not even in contact with no more, all except for one. Um, how did I think? Oh, you had to have a certain amount of Warzone wins consecutively,
5, I
and
believe.
then yeah, and then
And
it'll
then you get a
unlock
new
it.
card.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
it
then you
changed.
have
It
to
might have changed a
last.
little bit, but
Yeah, and then you had to survive until the nuke countdown was over, and then you unlocked your nuke skin. But
mhm.
at the time we was grinding for it. We was playing for hours and hours. We would get so close at first, and we'd have to restart, and then finally we got it, and then we just completed it. I also got one in Modern Warfare 3, but I never finished it, unfortunately. I wish I did, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
okay. Next time.
That's a great question. I don't really personally care. Like if somebody like my buddy Steve-O, shout out him, bro, moved on to the pros and stuff. Him and Mikey Luchetto when they're in CCL. These guys are top 250 guys and ranked.
Really?
And
Nice.
yeah, and they would come and I coached those guys. I mean, I didn't coach them how to play, coach them just in life, get them straightened out, and they've done amazing things. They came down. It was so. I'll tell you a quick one for about Brick before we move back into these hard questions.
Oh yeah.
So I'm in ranked Modern Warfare 2 2022, and I'm like, yeah, I hadn't played for 2 years because I was going to school and I wanted to focus on get a 4.0. And so I was pushing through platinum as a solo, just doing pickups, and I was moving to diamond. So even in my older age, pretty good enough to get almost a diamond skin, which is great for me. Some of you are like diamond's dog shit or platinum's dog shit. And when you're 40, come see me, bro. If you make it past silver, yeah, I'll give you your flowers, right? But for
I feel like things get harder as you get like a little older. You feel me?
Yeah, they do. Do you know the term smurfing? You ever heard of the term smurfing?
Mm-mm.
I'm an esports geek. I think I told you I got a degree in esports management and shit. So smurfing is a term, another exploit term that would refer to someone who is basically lying about their skill level and they drop down. So here's the deal: in ranked, you cannot play. Now, them being iridescent or eerie, they would say iridescent or top 250, I cannot get in a game with them as a plat. So what they have to do is grab one of the JV's accounts, some little brother account type shit, come over and hop in a game with me to play. I was like, let's play some ranked. And I was almost going to allow them to help smurf me to plat or to diamond. And I said, I don't want to be known for that. I made it to plat 3 or plat 3, I guess, right before diamond. I was like 20 SR off and I was going to have to come in, but we played together. And here's the difference between a pro player and just like a platinum or a diamond. They came in and we were facing all diamonds and a couple plats. And they alone, we were playing LCO and we were playing control if I remember right. And so control is A and B points. You have to capture them both
Third
to
leg, what's going on,
eliminate
brother?
or eliminate
Watching
30
G4
people.
Sleepy, a
Their
good friend of
30
mine.
lives. Each team has
Like a
30
brother to
lives,
me.
and so you go about it that way. Fun fact,
watching his
my
interview,
assistant
gonna watch
director
his
for my
gameplay.
esports program, he is actually as an intern for Activision. They had a problem during a tournament. He is the reason why we play Control in the CDL today. He came up with a game mode on paper, gave it over to Activision as an intern, and they still use that to this day. And I know that
That's
man
hard.
personally. So very, very successful entrepreneur in the esports industry. Great guy, ex-pro COD player, cool dude. So shout out him. I've had him on the show actually, interviewed him. His name's Chris Scrogg. He's a great guy. So,
Oh, nice.
so full circle, playing Control. My buddies come down. Now they're smurfing, so they're playing on diamond accounts, and they beat the shit out of the other team. They literally flawless 30-0'd them and had them spawn trap. Just two of these guys while they were talking on the phone. One was talking on the phone to his girl, and the other one was like just literally like texting in between and like hopping over and chat with me, listening to music. And in the end, I mean, it literally the guys we were playing against literally. They were like, "You're cheating," you know. And I guess like for smurfing wise, they were, but they were just legit. And when they were laughing, they're like, "These guys are such." It was humbling because I was like, "Holy shit, bro!"
That's crazy.
Like I can't imagine being spawn trapped by someone in rank that is a diamond, dude. I would, you know what I mean. But that is the difference between skill.
I'd rage.
It's pretty serious. So yeah, well answered. Roland says, as a matter of fact, I had a couple other good comments. I'm going to get to those as well. Thank you as well for answering that. I need a skin sponsorship, says Jorge. Rants. Thank you for keeping the chat rolling. And somebody said something in here. I saw a good question. It was a good statement. And so I'm going to ask you about it. If you think cheating in DMZ is bad, try ranked. It was just talking about that is a massive problem. Those guys have faced full cheater squads and beat the brakes off them in top 250.
That's crazy.
That's how good those guys are. You know what I mean? Which is insane. So my contract is top 250 new skins ranked shit, but I haven't played Warzone once. I know you can buy top 250 skins too, which is pretty cool. I saw another story, very quick one, but I ran into a kid in game, had a top 250 skin, and I was calling him on it. Young buck, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He wasn't like a squeaker, but he's, probably, I don't know, 15, 16 years old. And I was giving him shit. No, he's giving me, I played top 250. So I text him out what he says. So you got to 1v1 this kid, dude. Like, I don't believe this guy's top 250. So you 1v1s him and he fucking 30 and ones this kid on shipment. And I'm like, all right, what's the real story, bro? He's like, all right, I bought a top 250 Warzone skin. Steve was like, yeah, I'll fucking do that, dude. It's kind of funny. What up, Lonnie? He said, what up? Good evening, Brick, as well. God bless you, too. Just curious, does Sleepy still stream? Yes, he does. And if not, why? No, he does still stream.
I will touch on that, though.
Yeah, you take it. You take it.
I did take a break from streaming because I was working out of state, which my Discord server knew, and a bunch of other people that I was really close with or are really close with, they knew as well. I was working out of state, so I kind of had to cut down on the streaming because I was home for only 2 days. I'm not about to stream on the only 2 days that I'm home. I would rather just chill, talk to my girl, hang out. I would still play, but to have the energy to stream after working 7 to 10 consecutive days, it was a lot. So I just ended up taking a break. Now I don't work out of state as much, so I do stream a lot more now, which I will be streaming today after we're all done with this, and everybody can watch and see what's going on.
Yeah. There was a question here on a hand cam and stuff. I want to find that. You could re-ask it if I don't end up seeing it here.
Hand cam is.
I hope you didn't ban that comment because or time it out because it's perfectly fine to ask the way it was asked or stated. Oh, by the way, thank you guys. I don't know who just followed and subbed. I missed some of those before. Solus Inc. 95 Blake. Thank you guys for the follow as well. I don't know if it's like GH166. McGriff, thank you as well. Aminor, thank you for the follow as well. I missed some of the subs, but it'll be a minute. I am 250 new skin. I don't see it. I don't see it. Basically, somebody said, "Oh, here it is, right here. You Brick, you should set them up with a screen and controller cam," says Joshua's chat. So that's what's up. Yeah,
That'd be fine with me.
yeah. So yeah, that would have been my question to you.
Find a way to set it up. My desk is set up kind of weird. I don't really have a place to put the camera on my screen, so I don't.
Yeah. So you have. So let's say we do that. And so I mean, you can do it however you want, but that's a great question, right?
Mhm.
So one of the reasons why people ask that, and maybe you already know, but the biggest thing is that, and when Dylan was saying, "Hey, make sure you post your VODs," and I know she redid that, so mad respect to that. But if you take that camera and you post that on your controller, whatever, everybody could kind of match up the movement. Which
Absolutely.
helps people feel a little bit better, and you can't really prove anything. But the biggest thing is your gameplay change, right? So, Hostile Otter, thank you for the follow. If you get what I mean? Does that make sense? So
Yeah, no,
it would be.
absolutely.
I mean, I can see why I asked. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to get into some of more of these questions.
Absolutely. I think.
Yeah, Lonnie said, "Yo, quick question for Brick: what camera hacks you run? It looks like at Christmas movie. I use a DSLR, so it's.
I was going to ask the same thing.
Yeah, I use a DSLR. I use a Sony A7 III with a 24 millimeter full frame.
And chat, we're both rocking the Astro A50s. Hopefully,
Yes.
Astro could sponsor us.
I got
one day.
A40s. I have A50s, but they're upstairs on my PS5.
Yeah, same thing.
Same. No, dude. I went back to my A40s because
Mhm.
the wired ones, because the sound. I have hearing damage. I have hearing aids. Usually I don't wear them a lot. And Cross recommended these in the ear, dog shit. No offense, Cross, love you to death, bro, but your fucking earbud link to Amazon is terrible. The ones earbuds you use are dog shit, bro. At least for my hearing. They are.
And this
But
is
thank you,
why
Lonnie,
I
for the
stay
compliment.
with my Astros.
Yeah,
Someone
the
asked,
Astros are dope, dude.
if G4SLEEPY was mayor of DMZ land, what are some positive or necessary changes he would implement on the next update for the battle,
Are you only watching
for
on
the
Twitch?
betterment, or the game, or retention of players? Who, me?
Yeah.
Nope. I'm on YouTube too.
Okay. Oh, you got okay.
If I was mayor of DMZ land, let's put it like this. I would patch all the glitches. Well, no, for the new DMZ, there would be no more one-shot shotguns. There will be no more AP rounds.
Yeah.
There would be a weather grid. A
Bring back
would be-
Halloween.
yes. I would also include daytime, afternoon, and nighttime, depending on what part of the world you're in. So, you feel me? I would try to do that, but mainly get the one shots
Yeah, I
out
was
of there. Don't
thinking
get me
about
wrong, I
Astro
ran the
850s
one shot too,
or,
but I feel like a lot of
yeah.
people rely on it and camp in
What's the
stairwells
other
and
ones?
camp behind
The
walls with that thing. I feel like
DT90.
you'll start to see who the
DT90
real good
would.
players are once
I'm
certain
thinking
guns
about
are
getting
out of the
those as
game.
well, but I need a DAC.
Yo, thank you, boosting for the 99. Appreciate that. Dilly asked question, and Nani, thank you for the cam.
Dylan
like
asks,
that-
why do I hide my VODs?
Yeah. Let me ask it outright, and then I'll let you answer it. So, Dylan says here over on YouTube, why does he hide his VODs in the first place, especially for an aspiring creator? It seems counterintuitive. And I think that I was trying to get that point. I might have forgot a little bit earlier when we were in that stream. But that is basically become the big question. I think that was my big thing to you. So yeah, I'll let you take it away and express what that's about.
Okay, so to clear the air, I've never hid my VODs. To be honest, I recently just learned what VOD even stood for. I was never the one to manually upload anything on my stream. I thought it just automatically did it itself. So, as I said, I've got a lot of help with this streaming thing throughout the entire time. I started posting anything I could that was there after it was brought up during the stream when I was with you, Dylan. I started posting my VODs anytime I did stream. Anything before that, because I was gone for so long, Twitch got rid of it. I can literally go back right now and it'll probably be 1 or 2 VODs in there because I've only streamed 1 or 2 times. As far as what platforms I stream on,
Julian,
I
I'm
know a lot
watching
of people thought I streamed on
G4SLEEPY.
YouTube. I
He's a
streamed
good
on YouTube
friend
probably
of
like
mine,
twice,
like a brother.
maybe 3 times,
He
and
helped me
those
a lot with my
VODs
streaming stuff.
are, once
And
again,
Killer
I
Kev,
don't know
thanks
how
for
to
the
work
host.
YouTube. I have
And
88 subscribers on this platform. I just post my videos
Brick by
and then
Brick, who's
I get off.
interviewing
The same thing I
him,
do with my
because
TikTok. I
people are
post
saying that he's cheating
and get off. That's why I don't
saying
stream
that
to
his
TikTok.
gameplay is
I stream to
too
Twitch because I'm more so
sticky,
used to Twitch.
but he's a great player.
Let me ask you a
He
more
does his
direct question
homework.
too.
He watches people.
This might help a little bit too, articulating.
He's constantly.
Do you know?
Game-driven.
Can you express to me and chat or whatever, and the viewers? Can you express why it would be? Do you know why it is important to have your VODs, or why that subject gets brought up, or could you explain? Do you understand it in its entirety now? Would you?
Yeah, no,
Would you feel comfortable like walking through that? Because there's obviously a lot of viewers who don't stream, or there's a lot of people that have no idea what streaming is about. And so I think it's important to walk through this exercise to see what you know and how and what you think of it, basically. What you might think of somebody else you come across if you were to empathetically look at it from somebody else's point of view. You know what I mean? So what do you think of VODs? What do you think it means, and why does it keep being brought up? What does it mean to you?
So I think VODs are important, especially for someone such as myself, that there's a lot of controversy and things and stuff like that. I think for any streamer overall, you should post your VODs so you can always go back and people can go back and watch you and all this other extra stuff. If you don't want to, that personally, then that's fine too. But I've never not intentionally posted my VODs because even if, okay, so let's say I was cheating, right? Why would I even stream it? That doesn't make sense. For the people that are
a lot of
watching it
people
live,
do though.
I mean, that's true, but
TikTok, I know TikTok they be doing.
When I see a cheater streaming on TikTok, they're showing you their walls and all this other extra shit that they do.
Well, they're selling it, right? Usually, I fucking hate TikTok, bro. Sorry,
I'm not gonna lie.
TikTok addicted, but
yeah,
go ahead.
I'm not a fan of TikTok and stuff like that either. But it's like, as I said, I wasn't really. I'm not super tech savvy to know like.
I'll play 2K with
that
you, Julian.
I had to physically do that.
Just let me
Even
know.
in my
Probably this weekend
Discord
or something
server,
like that.
I got a lot of help with alerts from people like Mrs. Griff, who's also a streamer. Shout out her. Mr. Griff, who is her husband. Shout out him. He helps me a lot with my stream. They come to my stream and they help me do a lot of stuff. And they do it for a lot of people in the community as well. So I get a lot of help from people like that.
Okay, so moving forward, I'm gonna hop back into these questions too, because we got off topic, and I apologize. So that's my fault.
Mm-hmm.
So moving forward, you plan to keep your VODs uploaded and everything. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
So, are you going to move on to the next one of my next questions? Kind of
Yes.
goes in line with that, anyways. So, do you think these accusations come from? I think I said some of these are a little bit past written, but that's okay. Let me see if I get this. Do you think these accusations come from jealousy because you're good? Do you think there's something else behind them? Well, where do you think
Julian,
they stem from? What kind of
do you
proof
mean,
could you
airbag?
actually show in people that silence the cheating claims? As like I said, it was a big question, and like
for the headphones,
removing your VODs
but
to take them
I think
down.
they're called DT9000s
To me personally,
or DT90s, I believe. Or
I'm gonna be the voice
that
of
I'm gonna be
reason here
looking
between
at.
everyone,
A lot
so
of
that
top
Sleepy doesn't
players
have to
use those.
answer
I've
it.
seen the
Say what you want.
Astros,
It is
but
not proof
I think I'm gonna do the
of anything just because you kind of get a pass on that one. And the fact you don't know about streaming, you don't know about streaming. It is fucking what it is. But I would say,
can you hear me now?
On that question, and I'll let you answer it. Where does the accusations come from? Screw all the extra words that I put in there. Where does this come from? Is there anything you want to air out, like in this statement, in this question?
Yes.
What is your official point on it?
So a lot of accusations come from people that are just salty. People that think they're sweats, that expect to win every fight against everybody that they run into. Once you beat them a certain amount of times, they're gonna say that, yeah, this guy's cheating.
The live is loud. All right, I'll turn it down a little bit.
Someone in the comments just now that was swearing up and down that he searched my PC and that I wasn't cheating, and now that he doesn't like me because of something that happened that he did in my server, he's now coming everywhere and he's gonna start saying I'm cheating, which makes no sense. I have proof that he said, "Oh, I searched your PC.
Is that better?
I didn't find anything." So even if he tries to come up and say anything now, it's like, bro, that's not what you said the very first time. Um, when all the sweaty players, every time we fought, whether it was they won or I won, I'm not assuming that they're cheating. I'm not gonna go around and spread the lies of, oh yeah, I know this guy's cheating. He did this, he did that, unless I have definitive proof. Um, as far as
What's the
as far
most
as
controversial like situation you can remember? Like, what do you think? Like, really? And you don't have if it bothers
The
you. I'm not asking you
headphones.
to, like,
Nah,
Let me
give
get the
me
exact
none of
name
these
of
things
them.
honestly
Hold
bother
on
me.
1 second,
Go-
Julian. Give
the
me 1
most
second.
What's the one that like stands out to you that bothers you? Like,
It's
or whatever.
me versus Choke Gaming.
All
Choke-
right, so you have a problem with another streamer, basically, right?
Yeah, so
And I'm
me
gonna
and
ask
Choke-
this though. I will say this up front.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to like turn this into a like us versus them, or you
No,
know,
no,
not like you and
absolutely
me,
not.
but like I don't want to like I don't mind you speaking what you're gonna speaking facts, but I'm saying basically like without getting into details of specifically and causing because that's gonna cause a bunch of people to run
Yeah, yeah.
around and just act more dramatic. And so what I'm saying is like, and you can get into things, you can get into obviously your side of the story, but like I don't want
Julian, it's the
just as I asked
DT
everybody else not
990
to
Pro
come on here and
headset.
talk shit to you. I don't want you talking shit about somebody
These
else,
right here.
if
Oh
that
no,
makes sense.
absolutely not.
You know what
I'm
I
just
mean?
gonna state all the facts. I'm not gonna give my opinion on how I feel about these people. I'm just gonna state the
A lot of
direct facts.
lot of pros
because
use them.
I'm
They
not
use
about
the
that either.
Astros like they're
alright.
using.
Me and Choke Gaming used to be friends.
Gotcha.
When he started getting
That's the
bigger
ones
as
I'm
a
thinking
streamer,
about
we
getting.
stopped
But
being
you need
friends
a
because
DAC.
they
You
said
need
I
a
was
power
toxic,
source for them.
which in all reality, technically, it was half true, half false. I wasn't
And
never really toxic. I
like
was just responding to all the things
like
that
a
I'm
Go
going through on a
XLR or
day-to-day
something like that.
basis playing Call of Duty. A lot of people forget that this is a rated M game. There's If you remember the old Call of Duty servers from Black Ops 1, you're hearing the N-word and all this other stuff left and right. You feel me? And I'm going through these things on a day-to-day basis. So if I'm constantly going through or talking to people and I'm trying to be nice and they're calling me racial slurs and calling me all types of names, why am I supposed to respond with, oh, you know what, man, GG's, man? No, I'm not responding to you like that. I'm going to respond to you with the same energy that you give me because I like to match people's energy. Now, on the contrary to that, I never really hold up. 1 second. Oh, 1 second. I'm so sorry.
All right. See if that gets it back into focus. I don't know. You had to take
Okay.
a call or something real quick. You back? All right.
Yeah.
So-
yeah. Sorry.
So yeah, go ahead. Anyways.
So the most controversial one that I've had to me is me with Choke Gaming. Like I said, me and him used to be friends.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into them,
And
Julian. See
yeah,
what's
when I
up. Killer
started,
Kev, analyst. Thanks for
we
coming
never
in
really
and
had a
watching.
falling out. I never
Sorry, I'm gonna
said
play after
anything that would
the
make him he
after
never
this
said anything to
interview.
me. I never said anything
So
to him
we'll
that
be
would make him
playing
fall out with me
soon
personally.
after the
But
interview.
he just
and then go
started
from there.
to grow his platform, and then certain people he just didn't want to associate with because of what was attached to their name, and that's completely understandable. I get that. I never faulted him for that. You feel me? But at the same time, we used to do the exact same thing. We used to shotgun, we used to RGO, we used to do all these things. You feel me? People change. Choke has changed. I have changed as well. I don't use any of these guns anymore. So now that I stopped using these guns, people are like, "Oh, all of a sudden when you put these guns down, you're cheating." You feel me? And
I think that's kind of like a small, no offense to you, but a lot of people do this shit. I had somebody talk shit to me about shotgun in the community was a larger stream or whatever, and I had to just like pump the brakes on that shit because I'm like, it's in the fucking game, and I don't use it all the time. I don't really give a fuck with anything. So if you're not cheating, right? But I think that more importantly to this side note here is it sounds like you've experienced a lot of controversy with just people,
Thank
other
you for
people,
coming in,
not
Analyst. I
vibing in a couple
appreciate
situations.
that.
And obviously, I know Choke has a pretty large following.
Thank you, Julian, for
I've
bringing her in.
had pretty decent experiences with him, but you're saying more so there are people around him or whatever. And so you think that are you trying to say basically you've had some backlash? Because like fuck, screw all the guns and which riot shit you're using. And
it's
stuff.
not really about the guns.
Like people are getting in the small community, like, oh, he's cheating, he's running around cheaters, blah, blah. And then the next, obviously, some of the questions you were kind of answering, which was like griefing and being toxic, which I could,
Yeah.
I can't possibly understand what it's like to be you and what you just expressed to me. Obviously, using the N word and stuff like that. I'm not even gonna try to imagine that. But as far as like the smaller things of like the guns and what you're using in this and that, like I'm gonna tell you all in chat. I don't give a fuck what you think. If you're saying that like all AP rounds or shotgun user or this and that, look, you can get on somebody and troll them about it, but at the end of the day, it's in the game. It's Activision's job to change it. They never updated the game. It is what it is. So we're not here for that. We're here to talk about the serious aspects. So yeah, what are you think? Do you think that this is a bigger picture falling out, that you think there's something specific event that caused this in particular? You're thinking? Because that's
That
new to me. I didn't know. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so
It's COD Daddy just
what
became a
caused
brick by brick warrior.
what mainly started it, in my opinion, is one day when Choke killed me, he started saying I run with cheaters, and then he told his entire stream to spread the word that I'm a cheater and then I run with cheaters. That was really what started it, in my opinion, because before that, I was only hearing you're cheating if somebody thought you were cheating in the game, not everywhere you go. You hear
I
people
appreciate
talking
y'all
about
for
you,
coming
you
in
feel
and
me?
watching. I know it's not a gameplay,
So,
but
When I
I
started
just wanted to
after that,
support my friend, a
then
good
it
brother of
started
mine in
to-
this game, and
I'm hearing it more and more. I'm hearing
you know
it
what I
from
mean.
other
Spread the
streamers.
word
I'm
that
hearing it
he
from people
doesn't
in the
cheat, and
community.
he's a
I'm
true
hearing it
player,
from all types of people.
and
You feel me?
he's a
And
great
that's
player.
where it started. But like I said, I'm not here to sit here and shit talk anybody, but realistically, these are the events that took place.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna, if you don't mind, I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna hop in. I got you both here, or us both up here. So, and again, thank you so much for answering all this hard shit. We'll get easier as we go along. But I'm gonna take some of the ones from chat as well. So we're getting Dylan. I am gonna get into that question as well. Nar, what up, bro? One of them that was asked was very specific. I'm gonna ask this, but before I do, I'm gonna front this with I'm gonna be constantly playing devil's advocate because my job is to stay in the middle,
Okay.
whether it's to you or it's to everyone that's viewing.
Okay.
So this could be look. The question that I'm about to ask comes up over on YouTube. Casey asked it. Great question. That's fine. It's good. If you have something there, that's fine. But look, before, and I don't want to preload your answer, but look, you could absolutely be associated with somebody else, not know, or receive something in the situation and not know, whatever. And like I said, if you know something I don't know, hit me up offline. Just keep it professional. That's all I ask. But here's a good question. Let's see. Let's give you a hard one, man. So Brick, ask him if he got 4 different accounts from God. I'm not going to say his name. Is a known cheater and is admitted to cheating. Is that a thing?
Dismant 13 just
Wait, what did
became
you say?
a brick by brick warrior.
He said,
Am I a known cheater that has admitted to cheating?
no.
Oh.
You got
Honestly,
4
what?
accounts from a known cheater who admits to cheating.
That's false. I don't get
Okay.
accounts from anybody.
Okay.
Let me put it out there before anyone else can say it though. If I'm away from home and I still want to play, I will play on an Xbox and I will tell my friend that has an Xbox account, yo, can I play as you while I'm away from home? They'll say yes, and that's it. Though, but I don't buy accounts off of people. If they can show me a transaction or some proof that I have done that, we can adjust that anytime. But I've never bought a single account off of nobody.
Okay. I would say it's probably a voice of opinion. Josh, you've got a lot of really good points. I'm going to hop into a couple more of the questions that I had set up, written down as well, because Dylan kind of he's moving forward a little bit into the conversation. I guess we could ask that a little early. Let me make sure it goes in line. I mean, that's a really simple. So we could actually probably brush through a couple of the later ones because of this question. So I'm going to ask.
yeah, and at least I do Fortnite as well. If you want to play Fortnite, we could play with
Let's see, where did he? ask
Rob's
it?
sister, and you can join as well.
So have you ever ran with cheaters? It's just a flat out question, and it does. I have a lot of long, drawn out questions, very detailed, but I think we asked you at the beginning, do you cheat currently? Have you ever cheated even once? The answer was no to both. Now the direct question, have you ever ran with a cheater? Like knowingly, unknowingly, I don't care what it is.
Unknowingly, unknowingly, yes. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm a little tongue tied. Unknowingly, yes, I have. But once I found out, right? Yeah, I mean, no. I personally don't mind about being honest.
No, I meant like to articulate. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
You're like, yeah, you know what I mean.
But I have ran with someone that I unknowingly didn't know was a cheater until I seen him one day. I was running with just me and him. So one day we just dying the cheaters back to back, and he's dying in like the most simple ways that you can die in. Like he's dying to fairness. You feel me? Like he's not locking on to anybody or anything. One day he gets tired after we die, and then he tells me like, "Yo, bro, I'm sorry." So I'm like, "What are you sorry for?" And then he starts shooting people through the wall. Ever since then, me and him had a conversation, and he says he didn't want to let me know because he knew that I wouldn't want to play with him anymore because I was a streamer. And I told him that, yeah, like me and you just really can't play anymore because I don't want people to think that I'm cheating. So are me and him still friends? Yes. Do me and him still play the game together? No. But to answer the question, have I played with cheaters unknowingly? Yes, I did.
Okay. So his other question was, who was it? And do you feel comfortable answering that?
Who was it? He doesn't play anymore, and he's not from this country, so he's not a known player. This was just someone that I found as a random when I spawned in with a random team, and we just started playing together because he always used to make me laugh. Like I was always laughing with this guy, so he always had good vibes. He changed his name on here. I haven't really seen him on the game in a long time either, but I don't want to give anybody his name specifically.
Okay, Rose said, again, good answer. I've also been in this situation. So I'm also, as I said, I'm always transparent. I'm going to help you a little bit on this one. I told you, we talked once before. It's come up out of respect. I'm going to take this point because he's trying to be as honest as possible. We talked about it. I'm going to tell you this. He didn't know. He likes the guy off the game. Guy doesn't play. Doesn't want to talk about the very specific guy. Can you and I, like you and me, whoever's watching, chat offline? Absolutely. You want to bring up other stuff? Absolutely. I'm just going to take that point as saying, out of respect, I agree to that coming into the stream. We wouldn't, and that's why I asked, be professional to him. I told him not to get on choke and so on and so forth. I don't want to bring
all right, Julian, not a problem, brother.
Specifically. If there is a known cheater and we have proof, I'm a very paperwork kind of person. So I like to see clips, I like to see paperwork, but
honestly,
that's why I took that from you. I hope you don't mind.
No, you're good. Since everybody's saying it's a professional dodge, his name was Input. That was his name on here. Does he play this game anymore? No. He doesn't play DMZ anymore. I didn't dodge the question. I just didn't feel like saying his name.
I respect it, bro, because
he's a good friend of mine. But
yeah,
you know, we got to satisfy some of the people. So I'm not going to sit here and, you know.
You're not jumping around it. And so I was thinking of like how to, because I could tell you were wanting at that point. You're not trying to hold back. Seems pretty genuine to me. Fair. And I appreciate you bringing that up. So cool. Hey. Keep them sending. I'm not like trying to dig at anybody or anything like that. This is a good conversation.
Can you read out
continue?
COD? It's COD's
that was my next question.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm gonna read it out. It's COD Danny. What's up, man? I think it's been a minute since I see you, but he said, ask him about the symbol account that he uses when rage hacking. His playstyle is completely different from his Sakuna account to his symbol account. Genuinely curious about this because I have a couple accounts and neither change my playstyle. It's a great question. Thank you for answering. I get really into this when you see when I ask the questions for him. But yeah, it's a good question. Send it.
My symbols account.
No, I'm sorry if I messed up your name. I'll tell G4 when I get off. I will.
You can show me a clip with that.
I want to text him, but I don't want to interrupt him.
I would literally tell you.
But I will tell him you said what's up.
Name at any moment. I don't raid check. I play the same on every account that I have. I have, I think I got like three. I got my Sukuna. I got my Chinese symbol, and I have another bot account that I play on.
Okay.
And that one technically belongs to Song. So.
What is a Sakuna? What is this
Sakuna?
Sakuna account? What's that?
Sakuna is the
Japanese
anime
animation,
character.
And
anime.
what the hell is the symbol account? No, I get it. So that's the one that I
Oh,
saw.
it's a
with the
Chinese
Asian
writing.
lettering.
Yeah, it's Chinese
Yeah,
writing
yeah.
symbol
When
account.
you were on Dylan's stream, that's what you had.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Some
Yes,
of the,
Roland, you're the only person that has one account. No, actually,
some
I have one
Yaza.
account as well.
Sorry if I chopped your name up. I apologize.
That's facts. You hear me now? I think I have like an old one, maybe another PlayStation, but I haven't used it.
Yo, Quan,
Us old folks probably don't have them. Mad people follow, by the way. This man, Queen Nerd, thank you guys. As well, Cod Daddy, Werble, Hostile Honor, thank you guys. You have one account. I only have one. A lot of people only have one account. A lot of people have multiple accounts. So, like on DayZ, I have 7. You know what I mean? And you could talk mad shit on there because if you play DayZ, you know that that could be viewed as exploiting as well. They try to avoid having multiple accounts on that game. Not gonna get. That's not what we're here for, though. But yeah, so great. I'm glad you took that question. I'm glad
Killer
you answered
Kev,
that.
some Yaza, thank
the
you
way
for
you did.
watching,
So other
guys.
than
Thanks
that,
for coming
though,
in.
and
Hit
you
that
gave
like
a name,
button. I'm on YouTube. I'm on
there's
YouTube.
no other person
I'm on
and
on
obviously
Twitch
people can
and
change their
Kick
names
as
and
well.
stuff. I mean, even if you
But
say
thanks
their
for
names,
stopping in. Thanks
unless
for
they're, like, a
watching.
known person.
I
and
appreciate
they
that a lot,
stream or
guys.
anything
I
like
really
that.
do. Thank you.
It's not impossible to get around just changing the name or whatever. You know what I mean? Have the name
Yeah.
change token. But the question, I guess, would be, like the biggest thing that I heard, and this one's a little bit off of the written questions, but he's known to run. He knows something. I've heard that a few times. Like he knows something other people don't know, or he is absolutely running with other hackers. I want to ask this, like the griefing stuff. You touched a little bit, but like that's one I want to get right to, and I do want to get through these because obviously I'd love to maybe give you a little bit of a break and lay back a little bit and ask some of this stuff while we're playing. But yeah, what say you to that? What do you say to people? What is that about? Why would multiple people come to me and say that specifically? That
I know
we're talking
something
together.
that
You have
everyone else
extra
doesn't
info
know.
that other players don't have was a common one. Said
would.
at least 3 times to me. And then the other one was he runs with known hackers. Now to be clear, that's not proof of shit. That's why I keep asking. Send me the clips. Send me the paperwork. Send me the name. Send me whatever.
I was about
Which you
to
can.
say, if I run with people that are such known hackers,
Yeah.
why isn't there a clip with me with these people? 9 times out of 10, I play with people in my Discord server that are 9 times out of 10 other streamers. I play with generic plays, Songbird, Mrs. Griff, Mr. Griff.
Yeah.
I didn't play with Close Wildlife. I play with a whole bunch of people. Martian 420, who's another streamer that's watching right now. Shout out my boy Martian. But I play with all these people that are console players, some PC players. These guys are not hacking. If I play with known hackers, just send the clip in and we can go over it. But as far as if I know something that everyone else don't, I wish. I know just as much as everybody else. Just be mindful though. When it comes down to like audio cues and stuff in the game, I have the Astro A50 settings, I have SteelSeries sonar settings, and then I have the settings on the actual PC. So that's 3 different sets of sound audio settings just so I can hear certain things a little bit more clear than anybody else.
I seen that one clip with Bad Fella. He's a funny guy. He's just
like
I feel like he's harmless, bro. He's just always going on. But not to give you a fair pass.
You feel me? Like, but
it was a good video.
That's just another example of someone saying that you're cheating when it's just simple game sense and game knowledge. I broke it down, but I'm not gonna break down every single fight. I just don't feel like doing that. I don't think anybody is gonna sit down and break down every single fight that they have throughout this game. If you have that type of time, hats off to you, but I don't have that type of time, and I don't care to satisfy everybody on this game just to ease their mind. If you don't believe that someone is cheating, then I don't know.
All right, I have a very good question from COD Daddy. I'm going to ask in a minute, but I'm Jap Data virus. Very, very specific question. I'm gonna ask, do you run Art as War?
Do I know what artist
Do you run
artist
it?
war?
Yeah, no. Do you have?
I don't know what that is.
Art as War.
I don't know what that is.
Headset preset settings, I believe. It's like,
I
I'm gonna be.
no.
I'm gonna take this a little bit. So when I saw BO6 coming out, I know you guys want to hear Sleepy run it, right? I'm asking direct, but his answer is his answer. When I saw him BO6 come out, I actually thought that was from the company being offered. It was like being advertised. As far as it's concerned with competitive play, it is considered cheating to use that headset software, the audio software. So that's what they're asking. That's what he asked specifically.
I never I can't say I've never heard of it. I've seen YouTube videos on Artist War, but do I have that? No. I already named the 3 that I use.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not too tech savvy. Most of the things that I have on this PC is things that I've had to watch a video on YouTube on, especially my sound. You feel me? Even yeah. When it comes down to other settings though, like as far as how I move, the way I move, I play with a modded controller, a PlayStation DualSense X controller that comes with its own settings that you can tune on the controller. Plus, I have settings in the game that I already tune and do everything myself. So I take the time to really make sure that my play style is very comfortable for me specifically.
Buddy made me laugh. We're both Christian, man of faith. He says we're watching stream here at church, Sleepy. We're breaking the air a little bit.
Amen.
It's like he's like, you better not be sitting in line. So here, COD Daddy said one, and I'm going to preface this with not trying to be malicious or anything rude by any means. I'm just curious.
Ask away.
And so I'm going to ask it. I know I was going to tell you earlier, just let me read into these because I wanted you to be like, I wanted you to be fresh on them, bro. I wanted.
Good. All right, so
but I appreciate it. Normally, I always have my guests like read with me, so they catch things that I miss and stuff. But I think it's a good format because this is great dialogue, great dialogue. So I know it was you. Within the hour, you were on Dylan's stream, slamming teams up and down until Dylan intentionally downed himself to watch you. After you started watching squad wiping as a solo, it just doesn't add up. Movement. We all saw. So what say you to that stream that day when that happened?
Mm-hmm. So
did you get all that?
Yeah. So if it was me, send Brick the clip. You feel me? When I played with Dylan that one time, I wasn't really slamming people per se. Like, I'm not going against the sweatiest of players. I'm going against random players in DMZ. Even the guy that killed him, he was just a normal guy. Just because I killed 2-3 people doesn't mean that I'm slamming people. What I consider slamming is if I'm facing 2 teams by myself and I just slam 2 complete teams by myself. That's slamming people. As far as raid checking goes, I don't raid check. I play the same on, as I said, I play the same on both my accounts. Sukuna and the Chinese symbols. Play the exact same way.
Copy. Appreciate you taking all these fucking hard ones. So you're getting hit. You put to the ringer harder than I expected you, actually. And we have a couple more, too. Maddie, what up, Marine? Mofo, dude. It's good, man. Got that captain's ring on Twitch, dude. Not many people have got. That's crazy, dude. That's 15 months, bro. Just want to shout that out. It's a good friend of mine. JTAC operator, high speed mofo, also streams, COD player. So I'm going to read COD Daddy's first here because that's a great point. It's a great point, but I'm going to help him out with this one a little bit. Play devil's advocate again. Be careful saying modded controller because a modded controller is modded zone or alike. And that's true. So yes.
What's modded zone?
So no, a comp controller, and technically a modified control, but they are legal. Everyone in the CDL plays with a controller that has back pedals. What he's saying, though, a modded controller, like back in the day, people would say he's playing with a modded controller, aka Cronus or the like, Strike Pack, something like that. Modding your PlayStation, modding your controller could give you the could give people. He's saying he's giving the heads up, like be careful you word that in the future
Okay.
because it could modding typically responds around shooting a shotgun full auto that's not supposed to, or a sniper full auto that's not supposed to, under barrel glitch kind of a deal, and that's or no, you know I have aimbot and a lot of alike, but no, I'm
Yeah.
dual edge sense. I get you. Yeah,
Dogs
it was just kind of
Yeah.
a heads up. It's not
Yeah.
really
Thanks for that. That's just what I was known that it was called, but this is I'm gonna show it again. This is a PlayStation DualSense Edge controller. This is made by PlayStation. No
Yeah.
extra
I
attachments.
literally
anything
sent
is
with
on
the
that.
same one.
Yeah, you feel
I
me?
see it there, but yeah, I also
It is the best controller ever made.
I also got this one here by Aim Labs, or Aim, not Aim Labs. Don't buy it. Dog shit, breaks in 6 months, gets stick drift. And I
What
got
does?
fucking these are so I have one by Scuff and I have one by Aim. And the back paddle snap on these and get stick drift. And this is a Scuff game.
Your back paddles got stick drift?
No, the front paddles do, but the back paddles break in the Aim, and the Scuff one, this green
Bro,
wall
how are
optic
you
gaming.
breaking that? I've had the same one since I got
That's
it.
a dual edge sense. This is
Oh.
by Scuff. It's
I'm about to say,
typically
what?
the pros usually use this. It's much
Oh, yeah,
lighter.
no. I don't like those.
It's very fluid. But here's the deal with this controller. I got this when Scumpy was retiring in Raleigh, North Carolina at the CDL finals. I got this from the actual Scuff stand. It was custom done and brought there. You can't find this anywhere else. Pretty cool controller. And it really broke my heart. It broke in 5 months. Apparently, they're using Hall Effects joysticks. Go look them up. No affiliation. Sauce Gaming and Hall
I just
Effects
heard about those.
joysticks. That's what you want to do to fix this. You might need a little soldering skills. But yeah, I just wanted to shout that out. That's what he meant. We're clearing that up. But there's a couple. I want to get some more questions out here if that's cool.
Yeah, come on.
So, right here it says, Japata, I run Flying Vader 4 Pro Hall Effect joysticks. Exactly. So just side saying what I said. I want to get a bunch of these real quick, and let's see if we can knock this out. Here's a hard one, dude, coming from Warble. He keeps saying Mr. and Mrs. Griff. Mrs. and Mr. Griff. Can clear them, and they're all he plays with. But ask him the hackers that the Griffs play with. What say you to that?
Are you asking me about who other people play with? I don't know any of these. Like, bro, I can. Okay, that's like asking me the people who you play with. I can't answer that. I don't know the Griffs to play with hackers.
Yeah, fair, right?
If you watch their stream,
fair statement.
they're just your average couple that.
How
play
well
the
do you
game
know
together.
them? I think would be the probably next question that's coming fired out of the cannon.
How well do I know them? I know them good enough. I got to know them through, I would like to believe, my boy Aminor45. He's another streamer. Shout out my boy Aminor. I run a lot of duos with Aminor. We be getting our ass kicked from time to time, but we still be having a good time.
So you know them pretty well.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
You don't, but not well enough to know who they run with. Who else they might? If
they
you've never
run
known
with
them to officially.
Yeah, no. I know. No, excuse me. I don't know who they
She's in
run
the
with.
chat, by the way, which is even funnier.
I
gonna
just
read
know.
that.
Yeah, I just know that they play with a bunch of mutual people that I know, like Mr. Pin,
Yeah.
Grimace, Nasty Focus, all other
See,
streamers,
Pins
by
is
the
up
way.
there, too.
All yeah, Mr. Pin is a funny guy. Grimace is super funny. Nasty Focus is Mr. Nasty Tom. He's a funny ass dude too. But these are the people who they commonly play with, which are other streamers. So
All right,
I
Mrs.
wouldn't-
Griff, he's coming to your defense here, and I'm going to read your because it's really. I'm glad you're here. I'm going to read your comment. I'm going to keep rolling right along. I don't mean to be interrupting you and stuff. I get it though. So you don't know him well enough. You're kin to the fence. You like him. You don't know well enough to know who to play with. That's fine. I'm not sitting at other people's PCs too. 99% of everybody I play with, I'm not at their house. I've never met them in person. Some people I have. Some people would tell you that. Known them a long time. B-Dogs Gaming. This is a quick, funny one. Break it up a little bit. B-Dogs Gaming. Shout out to Boomers. I'm saying that because I play Claw. I don't need a pro control on my fingers on the controller. Yeah, but you're also going to get freaking carpal tunnel, dude. So us old cat, basically we would take a controller, playing Claw, and you would literally play with your top hands like this, and you might come over with like a C clamp. I can't even remember how to do it, but you would play over the top like this, so you could use your entire hand to play Claw. And I learned that from a 7 KD player about 15 years ago. So shout out that. Cool comment, B-Dogs. So just going to be during the because he could be the hacker that they play with. I might miss that, but I want to read out actually Mr. and Mrs. Griff or Mrs. Griff's comment. It was pretty funny. I love how we get brought into this when it isn't about us. We don't play with hackers. We just want to cry about cheats. Thank you for answering for yourself, too. That was over on YouTube. Probably could see it in the chat. It's pretty funny. See you guys beefing back and forth on Twitch. Scouting a lot of bot lobbies. Okay, that's an okay one, Killer. Could I entrust you to sit here and answer some of these? Well, I got to hit the pisser. You might have to do that same thing, too. Do you mind? In a minute, but I'm going to ask you this one. You hear me? You don't hear me? Am I muted or? I don't think he can hear me. Can you hear me all right? Yeah, I think he's got me. He's got me muted. I'll have to hit me and come back. But Killer Green said, let's see. He said, the first that was said, the easier the lobbies are up north, it's a crucible. Okay, ace of knives. Sleepy seems cool, but not buying his innocence on the headset stuff. Okay. That's your opinion to it. Respect it. Stop playing with Sleepy. What kind? I don't know if you were talking about somebody else or whatever else. Where was the actual question? Oh, I noticed that they and people like Cross Crown get a lot of bot lobbies. I don't know if two boxing is a thing, using multiple devices to get and drop people from box. I've heard about it with streamers and stuff like that. I can ask him, and he comes back on the audio. I don't know if his audio is jacked up. Sleepy, you there? I don't know if his mic's fucked up or what. Yeah. No, I agree with you, Mr. Pin. I agree with you. But everything's kind of this all no holds barred, right? So happy strict drift. All my Xbox Elite 2 get stick drift. So I will give you an insight to that. Some of these stick drift issues have to do with the fact that the same manufacturers make the joysticks for all the controllers. So these Hall Effects joysticks, which I have a set here, and I'll grab them in a minute, and I'll show you. They actually completely kind of eliminate that. Yo, Sleepy, you there, bro? I'm gonna have to shoot him a text. I don't hear nothing. Yo, you hear me? Nod your head if you can hear me. I think he's trying to figure out his audio. You in the chat? Oh, Sleepy has an audio issue. You can hear me okay. It's a little bit late, but it's a little delayed, but that's all right. Yeah. No, I hear you, Huck. I hear you. Let me know when you got your audio worked out, brother. Just shout out in the chat. I'll be listening for you. You are defend, Matt. What are you talking about, Kay? Hostile Otter, please see you in Discord DM. Moose said interesting. Twitch is better. Xbox, PC, and Bluetooth. I'm gonna have to go back up in the chat a little bit. Yeah, I've been playing Claw since 2009. I learned it 2011. Controller. Talking about numbers on there. So there's one. DMZ Goddess. And even let them res and still beat them locking on. I'll have to ask about that. Because you said, wish there was a clip, but it happens on a high rise, Lonnie. Okay. So you have a specific clip. You're always welcome to send that to me as well. So Mr. Pin says, so there's a defense situation there for obviously, we're not trying to We're not trying to smoke anybody in the channel, especially they don't stream or they're not, you know what I mean? Like if we can't and if you had definitive proof of someone that actually was trying to fool everybody on video, I had no problem with that. But Mr. Pin says, my 2 cents. I play with the Chris almost every day. I have never seen them or knowingly play the hacker in the time I have known them. Appreciate the insight.
Know your fucking place, trash. Fucking
Daily,
robots.
what up, man? Been a minute. I'm muted in Discord. Ah, okay. I must have tagged something. I'm a fucking idiot. Yo.
Oh,
Yeah,
I just
can you hear me
started
now?
getting a clue.
Yes, finally.
Yeah,
You-
totally
yo,
getting a
it was
clue.
you.
I should have
I'm trying
checked.
to tell you.
Oh, that's
I'm like,
giving
no,
me a
it's you,
clue.
it's not me.
Yeah, I've got a raging clue right now.
Everybody blaming me. It's crazy.
I must have hit it when I put the controller down. I have a hotkey for it so that it
Oh, okay, okay.
mutes. I am super sorry, bro. I feel like an idiot.
Nah, man, it's all good, brother.
I'm deafened in Discord, sir. Thank you, Yeti. Thank you to everybody. I am very sorry to everybody. We'll have to crop that part out.
Crop it out.
So, Brick, are we getting sleepy clips? You can send them over to me. Definitely, that's why I can't hear him. Thank you, Daily. Thank you. Fuck my life. Back to modding. You're good, bro. Thank you. That is a knee slapper. You're right, Slow. Yeah, it breaks it up a little bit. So let's see. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not going to ask the one about the clip on high rise, the locking. I think we showed that. Yeah, you remember seeing the clip from my last stream covering whether or not
Yeah.
trying to figure it out. How do you explain that one? What is that? What was going on with that clip? The high rise clip. The 3 people, one after another, out of the door. What's up with that? This was a like shared around, talked about clip.
If
You want me to try to pull it up?
no, I know exactly which one you're talking about. If you want to
Okay.
pull it up, then you absolutely can.
Yeah.
But like I said earlier, those are kill cams. If I get my first couple shots off, now let me also say this: I have a secure bag with my character a lot of times. Can
I give you one thing real quick?
Yeah.
After you mind if I hit the latrine real quick? I'm old.
Yes,
My
go
friend
ahead.
tickling. But
Me too.
Lonnie, did you see Lonnie's question about the fire shotgun moving to a regular gun?
No, what was it?
It's
I
up
can
in the
answer that one real
chat. I was gonna have you answer that if I'm not back in time. Lonnie asked, let's see, might be way up there. Shit, dude. It was a good one. It was a long one, and I think it should be addressed. Lonnie, how do you go from hip fire shotgun user that was your known loadie to being good with aiming and accuracy in a short amount of time? In that short of amount of time, what did you make your loadie switch in that increases your accuracy?
574 total.
Yo, Cherry, thank you for smashing the sub goal. Go ahead. Anyways,
This
answer
is a
whatever
great
one you want
question.
first, but that was the next one.
New subs goal of
I'm gonna answer
10.
that.
Thank you, everyone.
So a lot of people's misconception was you guys thought that I only knew how to use a shotgun. If you look at my Warzone,
I'm just laughing because
Stats.
K wrote defend, and I didn't realize it was deafened.
I said the same thing earlier.
Stop, man. You guys are stupid. Go ahead, send it. Take it.
Wild Cherry
But yeah, so
85 removed ads for
I
Brick
always
Brick
had
Warriors.
skills with
They have
guns, but
gifted 575
I wanted my name to be remembered, and I thought if I used a gun that would kill you in one shot and would annoy most people, that I would get exactly what I want, and it was for my name to be known, and I got that. Once I got that, I switched back to what I know. I started using shotguns in
Hype
DMZ.
train
I
started.
never used a shotgun prior to playing it in DMZ. So, you feel me? Before that, I used guns like the Lockman Sub, the ISO, the Vazniv, the Vel sometimes. Whatever meta guns were popular at the time, those are the ones that I used. I feel like if you want to be good at this game, you certainly got to practice. If you're not practicing it in this game, and no offense to anybody that does these type of things, excuse me, but if you're running around with a melee or like a tonfo or a pickaxe or a fucking chainsaw, if you're running around with just those things, how do you expect to improve your accuracy? You feel me? A lot of people that constantly do those things or constantly use really poor gun builds, they often look at people with a better gun build and be like, yo, how did he just fry me? How did he just kill me that way? It's because my gun build is better and I'm not wasting my time running around with a melee weapon. Like I said, if that's what you want to do though, that's cool. But I ran around with a shotgun. You feel me? So it's gonna be an easy kill. I understand everybody saying like, "Oh, how did you get that good in such a short space of time?" I was always good at it, as I said, but I practice a lot. I go in multiplayers. I stay in the shooting range. I could post a number of things, or not. I can't, but I could have posted it in the past. A number of things where you see me in a private match practicing all the time. A lot of my friends can even tell you I've invited them to come to a practice match all the time because I say it in my Discord. But
I'm
if
back.
you don't come, hey, if you don't come to the private match so you could practice, then that's on you. Excuse me.
I'll play devil's advocate again.
Mhm.
Hold on. Some of y'all military folks might like that. Motrin, water, and socks, right? Take your Motrin on a drive on. And you need water and socks. That's pretty much the only thing the Army thinks you need. So he had mentioned this to me, and I will say that in professional competitive Call of Duty, and I can only speak on that specific is the only thing I've ever put that time into. Yes, 500 to 1,000 bots every day before pre-match. And I'm saying this because in that short one conversation we had, Sleepy actually brought that up to me, and I picked up on that. And so I will play the devil's advocate on that comment as well and say that's the proper answer. He wasn't loaded with that question. He didn't say anything. So that keys into me as someone who actually has a little bit of passion more than some other folks. But the questions are great. Keep them coming. Because we're going to, if you got something, bro, either you're going to realize it or you're going to be clean. You know, you're just going to be squared away, right? So that was the whole point today. And again, thank you for coming on here and taking all these hard fucking questions because you didn't have to, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, you had me laughing. Deafened. I'm going to tag you in the server as defend from now on. So then I'll do that. Silly question. Who's the number one Tonfa player in DMZ? That's me, bro.
Zeno. Zeno don't care about guns or nothing. He like that time for.
I know a lot of you have been doing a great job of being human and having a good time and just being humane as well. No matter where you stand on the surface.
I am, brother. I'm tired.
But I appreciate that.
I
would like to ask
today
a couple of
in the
more
heat,
questions that I had
Florida heat.
as well. I'm going to probably skip a few
brother.
that we've already covered. Just try to answer some of the bigger ones.
I'm tired.
Okay, we already answered that. Which is that people say you run with known cheaters. You answered that. You had the unfortunate experience of having ran with somebody you didn't know and were kind of suspicious or whatever. And
I'm gonna get a drink and use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
And then you don't play anymore. So if you're just coming in now, that was the answer to that. How do you decide to check? That's a good one, kind of. I feel you lack the experience to this in the streaming sector. No offense. How do you decide? Yeah, I mean this is a fair question of streamers though,
okay,
and should be considered for sure. I mean, if anything, the question may lead to advice. How do you decide who to team up with? Do you even check who these people are? That's the way I wrote it.
Do I check who they are? I mean, if you have a TTV in front of your name or like a YT, I'll go check out your page. But there's absolutely no way for me to check who somebody is. And I'm not, especially if it's just a random person, I'm not about to go out of my way to sit here and be like, yeah, bro, I'm about to just do a background check on this guy. I'm not a police officer. I don't give a shit that much. If I found out you're cheating, then listen, you're
A
cheating.
lot of people
I'm
don't
not
feel
playing
that
with
way
you.
though.
I mean, that's
Bro,
okay.
listen. I'm on his side on this one. All right. I'm trying not to be on anybody's sides, but I take the side of this statement. All right. If you think you're popo in this game, bro, I've played with people who are assholes, bro. I've been one, I'm sure, to other people, but
Bro,
like I've
I'm
noticed some
like-
streamers running together, doing nonsense and being hypocritical. That's true. I didn't really think about it running when I asked this question. I thought, you know, I kind of respect it a little bit more, honestly. That,
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys might be mad at me for that, but I look. This is why I have him on, because if it were to me, oh no, I would have never associate with that and be nice to a cheater that's been accused by everyone. That feels like more of a bitch made move for me to do. So I say I respect that answer. I kind of knew probably where that was going to go, but I'm sure a lot of people would ask that. It was more so to advice to everybody else. Dylan did a really good job of this when he picked up, when he had in that situation. This is one of the reasons I actually respect him a lot, because a lot of streamers don't do this. And look, if you don't do this, it's something you could learn from. But he gave Sleepy the benefit of the doubt because he wasn't 100% sure. He's popped in and had questions, which is great. Thank you for asking them, Dylan, as well, and popping by. But I do absolutely feel the same way, because he had 800, 900 people watching, and he could have very easily done what I'm going to say a name. Fuck it. Like, no offense, but Clap would do that shit. I'm pretty sure, bro. I'm going to say it out there, bro. You can say whatever you want there. I don't give a fuck. That guy gets under my skin sometimes. I try to be pretty professional, but that guy burns my gear, grinds my gears a little bit sometimes. So there's some people out there who just would go with the flow or make false accusations or whatever. And I think that's fucking stupid. Don't do that. Make your own opinion. So would that be your advice to everybody else, I suppose? Because you are new to streaming per se, and you definitely are. What would be your approach, since you've dealt with all this hacking accusations and everything else and judgment? What would be your advice to everyone else as far as like be open-minded, or what? I don't know. How would you word that?
I'm going to say this as blunt as possible.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say it like this: you can either be a lion or a sheep. You can either follow the crowd or you can do your own thing. I'm not. I was never the type of person to follow the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
If one person says you're cheating, I got to see it for myself, and you got to kill me yourself. And you're going to have to kill me a few times. I'm never going to go out of my way to be like, oh yeah, this guy's cheating. Like I said, but I feel like a lot of people think they're better than what they really are. And it's just not the case. Like you gotta humble yourself at times and admit when someone is just a better player than you. There are times that I'll change my name and someone will be like, oh yeah, nah, he's clearly not cheating. And then once they find out it's me, oh no, watch the kill cam again, he's cheating. But the first time you said I wasn't cheating. So which one is it? You're only saying it because it's me. So with that being said, like I said, if you want to follow the crowd instead of being your own person, then that just shows the type of person that you are. I will never follow the crowd at all, and I do appreciate Dylan for giving me the opportunity instead of red zoning me, because I went back and I seen that people were telling him to red zone me. I'm glad that he had a mind of his own instead of just listening and giving me a chance to hear me out. And another thing I do want to add, when Dylan did kill himself just to spectate me, I would like to know what exactly do people expect me to do when someone is sniping at me and I only have an AR and they're sniping at me from a good 150 meters and I'm on the ground and they're on top of a building. I don't know what you want me to do. The Juggernaut was around. Obviously, those players were not the best of players because they would have killed me by then. They would have jumped down on me, but they were scared. So that just shows you the type of players that those people were. And then additionally, like I said, I was high. I sit here and I smoke and I play the game all the time. So I'm not, just because everybody thinks, oh, as soon as he killed himself just to spectate you, your gameplay changed. There wasn't a group of people for me to fight. We
Better
already
not
had
tell the
killed one or
force
two.
that.
Yeah, you feel me?
You had a couple funny, because he said, Sleepy's 5-0. A said, some real man should Sleepy taking these questions like, man, Brick's impressive. And he said, Sleepy is 5-0. And somebody else said, Sleepy is Popo. He looks like a police.
I look like police. He's crazy.
Anyways, just breaking that monotony up a little bit. So I don't think anybody could see that clip from your perspective, obviously. And they just saw Dylan's plea. Is that what you were mentioning specifically? Like,
no, not when he.
What you were doing then? What happened?
When he drove into the helicopter. I say drove. When he pushed himself through the helicopter blades and killed himself, he could spectate me. It's like,
I
what do you
have a
guys
question
expect
for
me to
you.
do? Okay, what's up?
Why did you drop down, go prone at that? But before, one of the biggest arguments that came up that was said in that chat, offline, whatever it was, he played very differently. Dylan actually brought up while you were playing, he says, oh, this guy apparently is just more cracked than me. And Dylan's arguably one of the top players definitely one of the top players in the world.
Huh?
So the question is, how's this guy just looking at the kill feed? Kill, kill, kill. I noticed nobody brought this up. This is me asking. You went prone. You're like, oh, hold up a minute. And then your play style changed, in my opinion. I thought you played a little worse at that point. And I was wondering about that. Like, what was that? Is there anything to it? Go ahead, take it. I'll just give it to you like that.
I was probably responding to my girlfriend's text messages or something like that. I don't know.
You fucking kids these days, bro.
Like realistically, I do it in my stream too. If I get a text during my stream, you will see me stop what I'm doing as long as I'm not fighting or anything, answer my text or answer my call, and then I go back to streaming. It doesn't, just because I stopped, it doesn't mean anything. Also, take into consideration, once again, the lobby that we were in, me and him were probably the sweatiest people in that lobby. Not every player you come across is good. Every player that we came across at that point were just regular dog shit players, in my opinion. Like, these are people that just play for a few hours every day.
Just
Probably
average
like
people.
Yeah, you feel me? Yeah. Like, I'm not sitting here saying I'm the best player in the world. I'm not. I strive to try to be, but I'm not the best player in the world.
You've said a lot of things that, like, key to me is I've caught a little bit from your personality and stuff, and I just can't help it but try to read into the situation a little bit. And some people may be upset with me for playing both sides to this, but I'm trying to see the truth of the matter. And one of the things I noticed is that you did seem socially anxious.
Yes.
When you were with Dylan. But before like preloading you with an answer or giving you that opportunity, another question I had, I just want to get them while they're fresh in my mind, so don't take any offense to this or anything.
No, you good.
Another thing that came up that I instantly thought of that I'm sure other people would wonder about. And by the way, Daily, I saw your message. Post it. I'm going to look for it. If I have not answered your question, repost the question in the chat, 100%, because you guys are sending some great ones. Please post it. I want to read them. But this one is on my mind. I said, I'm not going to lie, I accused you in my head. Just when I was watching this guy is stream sniping Dylan. There's no way. And then I was listening to you talk, and it says, like, no, they're both playing. They're very similar speech pathology-wise. These guys are like, both, well, do you stream? And playing fucking stupid. And the reality is, I'll be honest, you guys both suspected who each other were. I don't think anybody
honestly
wouldn't suspect that case. But I asked my question is like, surely I personally, I'm going to tell you, I think you knew who you were I think you pretty surely knew who you were playing with pretty early on, but you didn't want to be unprofessional. That was my opinion of it. What say you about that entire situation? You know what I'm saying? Because the first thing I said, I was like, this dude stream sniped him, bro. I don't know you from hole in the wall, so I'm thinking, I think that's what happens. But yeah, when was it you realized? Tell me the whole thing.
I loaded into the game. I was just by myself, warming up, running through the map, and I see a plea, which turns out to be him. In my head, I knew he was a streamer because of his mic quality. All the bigger streamers have a certain mic quality that you just got to be able to hear it. And once you hear it, you know, like, did I know exactly who he was? No. When they said his name in the chat, and then I said, I don't think that guy's cheating. And then I'm like, oh shit, this is probably him right here. This is who they're talking about. And then at the same time, he says, well, the cat's out of the bag. I'm like, oh, that's who I'm playing with. But I didn't know that was him. I knew he was a streamer though. I honestly, in my opinion, I would have thought he was either Wizard, not Fixate, maybe either Wizard or Kicks, maybe. But I was wrong, and it turned out to be him. So
yeah, but how do you not? How did you not? You know, like pick up on voice recognition. I think that two of the biggest human traits that kind of go across all humans most of the time, it's not everybody, but stereotypically, not even stereo, it's just science. People pick up on facial patterns and speech patterns a lot. I mean, well, maybe on the speech thing, it's a little different for me because I'm able to impersonate a lot of things, and it's just something I'm good at. And so it comes up a little easier. I'm very to pick up on details of somebody I've heard before or whatever. So me, I'm thinking there's no way. I mean, I know exactly who I'm talking to, even like that. I can work
What up,
through
Pill?
it.
What's
So
going
is that
on? Yeah,
not the
I'm
case for
watching
you,
an
or-
interview with G4SLEEPY.
no, it's not.
You said
I
you
mean,
thought it was him and
not
Wizard sound
necessarily.
vastly different, right? You know?
yeah, but that's the thing. So your in-game mic quality, it's a little harder to tell, especially if you don't run with somebody often. Like
Well,
people
how's
that
my mic sound?
shit, your mic sounds great. My mic,
Right. Because
you
it's
feel me?
fucking sure. It does sound good, right? You could definitely tell from that, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you-
not
for
absolutely. But as far as like, you feel me? Like, I can't say that I knew specifically who it was just by
Sure.
off of the voice.
How much COD or how much DMZ streaming do you watch?
Not more than people would assume.
Okay, when did you start watching?
When did I start watching? When I wanted
Yeah,
to
like
become a streamer.
when you became a streamer? Okay.
So when I became a streamer, that's when I started watching. I didn't
Okay,
really care prior
timeline.
to that.
January 2024. So about a little bit over a year and a half so far, 2 years.
Yeah, but I more so watch up and coming streamers
How many?
opposed to higher up streamers. And it's no offense to higher ups, but I believe that they are already established. We already know that you guys are great. I would rather support my friends that stream. Now, granted, I
look at it differently. Like, no offense to you, Dylan, but I said Wizard and Hayes and all these guys, but like, I still think they're up and coming. Like, and I'm not saying everybody probably laughing in chat, are you fucking crazy? But I think they would agree with me. I know for a fact a couple of them would, and say they honestly, yes, in DMZ, massive, biggest names, most talented, 100%, totally agree with that. But I don't look down upon. I totally respect what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I don't look down upon supporting somebody who hasn't really established that they're gonna be doing this forever, you know?
Yeah.
And I would say Onyx is probably close to that. I'm not trying to glaze nobody or I hope I don't even probably misuse that fucking term. I'm just throwing. I hear that shit all the time.
Man, he not
I don't know,
old man.
but-
He a young dude, man. He just said glaze.
So, but I'm saying though, like, but I can understand to a certain degree. So
like,
you're just saying you
Don't
have,
get me wrong. I
how
still
many- that was
watch
my
other
question.
people's stuff though.
how many hours do you think you've watched of them? Their content, their videos,
Of up and like higher up, so like
the
up and
bigger
coming.
guys, yeah,
The bigger
best
guys?
players in the game.
Not as
Best
much as I
editors,
watch.
best-
Not as much as I watch up and comings. Like,
okay,
I mainly like to watch what they did after the stream, or I like to watch their killing streamers videos. Those I could say I watch a lot of. But when it comes down to live stream, I watch Mr. and Mrs. Griff, Martian 420, Boostin' Dave Gaming, Amanor 45, Nasty Focus, Grimace. I watch a bunch of these people. I watch a lot of up and coming streamers because these are the people that are more alike with me in my eyes based off of where I'm at with my streaming thing. So it's like if I watch more of these people, I'm gonna tend to gravitate towards more of these people.
Okay. I think you can learn a lot. This is my advice is, and it's nothing. It's like my friends that stream, they'll tell you, I will not watch a friend's content unless I would watch it if I didn't know them.
Absolutely. But
And
these are
I'm
people
saying
that
that
I was
because-
watching before we were friends, and then we became friends after.
Here's my deal with it, right? If I edit a video, and I don't want to get too much off topic, but if I edit a video and you guys don't watch it, I'm not offended because I didn't do a good enough job in the video. If I'm not streaming, something's not right, I'm not doing a good enough job. So I need to improve it. And so I like that. I think you're a very strong-minded person from what I've gathered from you in those regards. And I think you would see the same way. And so when I'm watching those people, it is truly not because I want anything to do with them as much as it has to do with the fact that I am learning, inspired, laughing, or enjoying the content. And so nothing dead. I've seen a lot of those names you mentioned in the chat. That's very cool. If you make something that's high quality, I'm going to watch it. I don't care if you have 1 subscriber or 100,000. I guess that was kind of my point. So it was interesting to me that you didn't just pick up on who the hell you were talking to.
Yeah.
But I mean, I could see that too. I didn't know who Dylan was right away until I had a friend say, "Is this guy cheating?" And then I had to go in and check him.
Yeah, like I just knew based off of the
Yep.
quality of his mic that he was a streamer. Mostly all streamers, especially like streamers like Dylan, Quicks, Wizard, they all have high quality mics and you can hear the sound difference when you're in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. So, that's all good, great points. I can't really find any holes in that, and I hope you understand. I'm trying to, like, I'm trying to, like I said, be devil's advocate on both sides.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some of those. I really want to find Daly's comment really quick.
Someone
COD
asked
Daddy
who's my
was getting
favorite
mad.
streamer to watch, G4 Somber.
I actually want to shout you out, COD Daddy, as being you did remain professional, although you were very adamant about wanting to.
Yes,
I can
do
tell.
appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes, that is mad respect to that. Also, I got a question, G4.
What's up?
Why must you let your teammates touch me with a one-shot shotgun? And the only reason I went all the way back to find that is because I love Daly to go way back and been around each other.
Daily is
for a long
so
time. He's a mod.
fucking
Yeah,
hilarious.
bro.
Bro, every time I went into Daily, like, well, not as of recent, because a lot of my teammates don't run shotguns right now, but every time we used to run into each other, if it wasn't me, and at the time that I was constantly seeing her, I didn't run the shotgun. Someone on my team had one. You feel me? So it's like, you gonna get hit with that shit one way or the other. And unfortunately, she just kept getting hit. I'm terribly sorry though, my guy.
You
Sorry,
got
Gigi.
you got a lot of folks have come to your defense that don't know you, but you've had both, of course. You've had some great questions. I've gotten a lot of the Twitch chats questions. Please re-ask if I miss one. I will, Lonnie. Give me a second to get into that. Check it. Pin. I see that. I'm not reading every single one because I'm trying
Commodore
to
said something really
prioritize
good.
questions. All right, real question. Never been a beef between them, but I'm curious. If you ever give any proof of people you play with that play with are cheaters, are you that's a great question. I wanted to ask this one daily. It's a great question. Very simple. Okay, if proof is given, are you dropping playing with, if a known cheater, if someone you play with is hiding cheats from you and you find out they're cheating and it's shown, are you dropping that person from your playlist or are you still playing with them? You still rocking with them? Just dead up honest answer. How do you feel about that?
Dropping them. I just did that just the other day. I found out one of my friends, he's not my friend anymore, went live and he's literally telling somebody about something called TriggerBot. He's telling him how to set up aimbot, put it on headshot only. So I'm commenting. I'm commenting. I'm like, bro, are you telling him how to cheat right now? Come to find out, the person that he was telling the cheats was a random guy that was really cool from he's not American. He's like, I would say Middle Eastern. he wasn't cheating at all when I met him. But on the live, when I look at it, this is the guy that I met a few days ago. He had just got cheats, so I dropped them both. You're not on my friends list anymore, and you're not in my Discord.
What up, Torn, by the way? It's kind of a funny little breakup here, but Torn Artifact comes in and I have my glasses on, so R and N look like M to me, lowercase. So I started calling him Tom, and he's like, it's not fucking Tom, it's Torn, bro. So I found him on TikTok one day, and I go, Tom! Shouted out to him. And he's like, so he comes in chat, he says, Tom is here. It's a funny little inside joke. But yeah, me and Sleepy used to strongly dislike each other. Ran a few games together, gave him crap over Shoddy, and he dropped it the next game. We've been friends ever since. It's a good story, and I appreciate you sharing
I
it.
remember that. That was Amanor. Yo, me and Amanor had such a long beef because I used the shotgun, and then one day I just invite him into my party, forgetting that we had the beef, and then we just ran a game. I ran a shotgun that one game. He gave me hella shit about it. And then ever since then, I put my shotgun down, and then I've just been playing SMG and AR.
Okay. Yeah, and you gave some great answers to that, by the way, too. Because those are the right answers, really. The only way you could improve. Again, just side posting to that. But right here, Moose asks, who? Because you were just explaining that you learned of somebody talking about trigger bot and this and that. Who was that, if you don't mind me asking? Your
Ninja
answer's
Kyle.
your answer, so
Ninja Kyle.
Okay. I didn't even understand what that was, but it's all right. Message retracted. I really want to catch up with YouTube if you don't mind. But let me do that first before I answer another question. I do want to get into some of the bigger ones, and I'd love to be able to play, obviously, too, right? We are going to get into griefing, though, in a minute. Because I think we need both sides to that. Because I'll tell you, I'm gonna give you guys something of my opinion, but I'm gonna wait till we're done, and then I'm gonna share some insight that I've kind of felt at least a little bit that has to play into this. So, anyways,
he said, "Sounds legit about the shoddy." It was. My own friend gave me crap about it, so I just put the shit down. On top of me already being done and having accomplished what I wanted to, which was my name being out there, I had no problem putting it down. So shout out Amanor for helping me put that shotgun down.
Hey, Dave, thank you again for the 99, bro. I have called him in the game, and he answered the phone and talks to me. I don't know what's wrong with you guys.
Oh, they were saying about when I stopped mid game.
Probably jewelry, right? Oh, probably it's I think he's asking what you had on your nose or something, like jewelry or something. I think I noticed it too. He was curious. I'll leave my $30 Find Mike alone. There's nothing wrong with having cheap. Well, I'm gonna be honest. Audio is a pretty big deal. I get really irritated with like chewing and a lot of different things that bother me. If you have really dog shit audio or you play off of your TV, I'm probably gonna mute you.
Bro, do you know most people still play with game music on?
Yeah,
that is terrible.
My buddy does this, and DayZ is just fucking drives me nuts.
Hold on.
What are y'all trying to figure out? We're trying to get to the bottom. I'm gonna go look at this in a second, Lonnie. It's nice. After the podcast break, I'm gonna waterboard Sleepy for the true answers. Okay, all right.
Oh yeah, he said he's gonna waterboard me. You can't break me that easy, bro. I'm strong-minded.
Boosting. Moose, do you have any? Do you know who that was who mentioned or anything? Just asking you that. I got a lot of respect for him as well. Just welcome on in, by the way. You prefer SMG or do you prefer SMG or AR? Would you say SMG or AR player?
It depends on the situation, honestly. I personally feel like
everyone gets shit for that, Ace.
Yeah, I would much rather come in with a AR than an SMG.
Okay, what's your favorite AR? Hemlock.
ISO Hemlock. Right now.
I've heard you mention it like 1,000 times. That's the only reason I asked.
Yeah, my ISO Hemlock is probably my favorite build right now. I don't mind sharing the build with everybody. Plus the tunes, you gotta add the tunes. Excuse me, or it's not gonna work how it works for me.
Okay. Question comes up. Another serious question coming in. I know we've been joking around a lot. Thank you, Lon. So we got another one, another streamer question. This one comes from Dylan as well. So you ran a shotgun and pre-mades to get your name out there for intent of streaming with normal guns in the future? Like that was the question is, do you understand the question? Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
did you do that? What was your viewpoint on that, or your comment on it, or whatever? Go ahead, take it.
I ran pre-mades because I have a lot of friends that, want to just play with me all the time. And I'm one of those people that it's hard to say no, especially when I really like my friends. You feel me? So I never mind running a 4-man. If I die to a 4-man early in the game, I'm not complaining about it being a pre-made 4-man either. So I'm not a hypocrite when it came down to that. But when it comes to the shotgun, I ran the shotgun specifically because I wanted to see if this was going to get my name out there. If I keep killing you with the same overpowered ass gun over and over and over again, you're gonna remember my name and people is gonna constantly talk about me.
Yeah. I mean, look, I've been in games where we try to get like the mission with the 7 people done, whatever. If you're regularly doing it, it's like a lot different. Again, this is another one of those exploits that it's like you stand wherever you stand on it. You know what I mean? Like whatever. But just being, I guess, direct about it is like, do you think there's a negativity aspect to saying like being fair or playing the game, however, maybe controversial, but not against TOS or any of that other type shit or whatever, but just getting the controversy doesn't bother you?
Nah,
basically
that
to get your
doesn't.
name out there?
Nah, the whole pre-made 4-man things. The I can't say that it bothers me because even if I know that a team literally did a pre-made 4-man, I am more excited to fight 4 people than I am to fight 3 people. I don't care how many people's on that team. I wish they could do 10-man teams so I could fight 10 people at one time.
You would have missed 6 mans, and
No,
that was I thought it was a
I
mistake.
came
for them to move it.
just before they took it away. Feel me?
Oh, okay.
So I did experience 6-man teams. And that's where I met some of my OG friends like Close Wildlife, Martian 420. That's where I met some of these people. And this is why we're still friends, because we've been friends ever since I started playing this game. But me personally, I don't care who runs a 4-man. I don't see a problem with running a 4-man because running a pre-made 4-man, by the time you meet up with your team, it's just like if you had killed a full team of players and picked up one person, it's literally the exact same thing. So I'm not going to sit here and complain about a pre-made 4-man team, nor have I ever done that.
Oh, a lot of streamers are get caught doing that shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that you should be doing it. It's right. It's very looked down upon, but a lot of people do that stuff too. I mentioned somebody said, I think somebody was actually giving you a compliment, saying you're really good with airstrikes. But I was wondering, do you ever duplicate glitch or anything like that? Like duplicate air PAs and stuff like that?
I have in the past, like way, way, way in the past.
Okay.
But what I do is
Will you say that
wonder,
off, like out of curiosity or just? I mean, I've been curious about. So I just wanted to
learn. I just wanted to learn how to duplicate stuff. It's no like super bad intention behind it. That's like me wanting to learn how to duplicate a gun on the ground. It's really the same thing. I just wanted to know how to do it. But as of the past few months, I don't run 4-mans. I don't allow my friends to stream snipe me anymore, especially if I said I only want to do a certain amount of people.
You've set
I don't
rules,
like that.
basically.
Yeah. I set that rule, yeah. But
Lonnie, where is this clip? Did you DM me a clip? I was gonna pre-check it out, but I don't see it. Oh, Matt, thank you, by the way, for the heads up too.
Thanks, Dylan.
Maybe I'm missing something. I don't know. I will definitely compliment him on that. Not many people would come on stream in his current situation. That's why we're here. Like, straight up. Say what you want. You can say whatever you want about me. And that's fine, too. I am not here to create controversy. I don't build off of negativity, but I will say that I'm a very much, I like the truth in the situation. And if a man is wrongly accused, it bothers me. If someone is lying and clearly being malicious to the game and community that we all love and respect, I don't like that either at all. Equally is a problem to me, probably actually a little bit less, as I don't think a wrongly accused person absolutely should do that unless they've brought it upon themselves. And we're trying to get to the bottom of some of that. Let me ask the question. Let me get straight in so we can cover a little bit more of this, and then maybe take some questions while we play. If you'd be down for that.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so all right, another big issue that's brought up a lot in all this was trash talking, toxicity, and griefing. What do you say to that? I know you said that basically the
have a good
racism
answer
thing
for this
really
one.
bothered you. Go ahead, yeah, send it. I'll give you the full screen on it.
So I'm gonna let you guys know this. 95% of you will never be in my shoes. You will never have somebody call you racial slurs until you either walk away from their body or until they leave the lobby. You'll never have somebody call you a racial slur, even when you're in the next game and they're sending you stacks of text messages, calling you the N-word and all this other extra stuff. If you are expecting me to sit here and respond to negativity with positivity, it's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna lie. Like now, most times I'll just walk away or I'll just rage bait the person. But before, why should I respond to toxic people with kindness? I don't always want to be the bigger person, and it's my choice to not do that. On top of that, there's a lot of other streamers, big streamers, that when they do it, it's okay, but when I do it, it's an issue.
Give me an example. What are you saying?
Great one. So
Yeah.
an example of what I just said is, if, and excuse my language, if I tell somebody, or if I invite somebody to my private parts, they're gonna be like, oh, you're toxic. But if Cam SMH says literally the exact same thing, but in his own way, everybody laughs at this. You feel me? It's not fair to me for you to be like, oh, you're toxic, but when someone else does the exact same thing, you laugh at it. That doesn't make sense to me. So it's either you're biased and you're sheep, or you just don't care and you just don't like me and you just want to call me toxic for responding to all the bullshit that I got to go through on a day-to-day basis playing Call of Duty.
Well, I appreciate you allowing yourself to be insightful and vulnerable to that, obviously. But, I guess I would ask is, like for me, this might be advice to everybody that's watching and that may also stream. There's a lot of other streamers as well watching. I would say this, man. Once you've gone to that level, I have a filing system, I guess, with people.
Mm-hmm.
I joke about this sometimes with clan I play with in DayZ. There's a couple people, no offense to you guys, but there's a couple of you that sit at a kid's table in my head, and the rest of us sit at an adult's table. And it's just a matter of like, you guys the conversation's different. And so when you get filed in my head, specifically, it is very justified, and I would almost guarantee it, and the normalcy of most human beings would see this down the line as like, yeah, it makes total sense. He gave him a fair shot, and they are now filed, and they're never coming out of the fucking kids' table hellhole. And that's just the way I look at it. And so once you're at that level, I just automatically, I might have a little jab at you. There's not really a ton, and you're right. There's no fucking way I could justify ever trying to explain, oh, I know what you're going through. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not even going to try to use other examples. I'm just telling you that I think the only way that I could tell you that where this comes from for me, or why I'm bringing it up, is I had this really bad head injury. And so, like, when I got to basic training, I looked fucking hideous, had my head shaved. And it was like prison, man. We were in processing, and I had to fight every day. And I was a skinny 129-pound kid. I was, I've been doing MMA before, luckily, and things like that, and played hockey, but which worked out. But I had to garner my respect. But I realized a lot of it was coming my way because I would always react to the smallest things and think that I have to. Not saying, boy, that is small. That's a massive issue, but I would always. People wanted to see me kick the shit out of somebody or get my ass whooped myself or whatever it was. And so I guess like to everybody in the stream, I would say, you know, you should think about who's on the other end of that. You know what I mean? That's part of the reason I brought you on here today was to humanize someone, regardless if you're cheating or not. I've had a stream sniper situation in which they absolutely, there's a couple of these guys I'm friends with to this day and no longer do that stuff. As we figured out that we are all people. And I think that's a lot of what's missing in the world today. No, I don't think anybody is suggesting you be the nice guy. Matter of fact, I would suggest quite the opposite. I just don't see the value in even affording them airtime, if you will, you know? Almost like I don't know how big you are into knowing about like rap battle scene, like at all. Like one of the biggest, most influential battle rappers ever was Eminem's story, right? But Benzino, if you don't know, is actually from my neck of the woods neighborhood in Boston. And back in like 20 something years ago, you know, like this guy's just, he doesn't even worth the fucking time. I don't know. Like, yeah, M's a good, there's a lot of different beasts like this, but at the end of the day, I don't see the point in giving someone the airtime. You know what I mean? That they obviously they don't need it a second thought. And I feel like almost that can bring it upon itself. I don't know what you think about that, but that's just my input. But I will tell you, I struggled with it personally. I struggled with that, with being quiet about the slightest form of disrespect, popping off on people till I was probably about 30, man. Except at my job. My job, I did it well for some reason, but off the job, I was easily able to be fucking throw hands, you know what I mean, or whatever.
That's what I be trying to do now. Nobody want to throw hands though. Say that.
Yeah, but I learned as I got older, I fear going to that. I don't want to go to that place. You know what I mean? And then we're in a game, digital pixels, whatever. So, but I think that kind of changed it for me too. So for me, I kind of just I brush things off. There are some things that will just never lines that'll never be crossed. Don't anything about kids. No, I'm not with that. Anything about my wife disrespect my family. Anything, not that you spit on me or something. It's just that I'm sorry that you want the smoke. It's gonna happen. But other than that, there's a lot of jabbing and jive talking and big and blah blah blah, and I'll let shit slide and just de-escalate whatever else. I wonder if not that might not help some other people as well in the chat, but obviously that's a big one. The racism one, dude. I know, like I said, a lot of people are not going to understand that. You mentioned to me, I remember one thing that kind of stood out. You said there wasn't a lot of like other African American streamers. I know Pop was my man. He does it as well. But do you think that, because that goes into a question I had for later, which was basically, how has all this affected you mentally? Have you been more inspired to stream? Does it take you away from it? Does it change your outlook on things? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'll let you answer that in its entirety.
Can I be blunt transparent?
Of course you can. Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about what nobody has to say.
Good.
I generally don't care. If you like me,
right?
Great. I love you. If you don't like me, good. Get out of my face. I really don't care. The more people talk about me is the more I'm going to do my thing. The more I'm going to keep showing you that I'm better than what you think I am. So if you want to keep talking about me and keep giving me airtime, obviously I live in your head rent free. Obviously, I'm going to do exactly that. So keep talking about me all you want. It just shows that you're in love with me and you're just secretly hiding it. I would just rather you come out and tell me that you love me to my face so I could tell you I love you too, opposed to, you feel me? Come on, man.
Yeah. No,
yeah. Hate me in secret, man.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that was where I was getting to and my point of it too. But yeah, you also don't, like you said, you don't like the double standard, and you feel that you do experience that with.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I feel like there's a super double standard in this game, and I feel like people like to play the DMZ police a lot. I am not your father, your mother. I'm not the creator of this game to tell you what guns you should and should not use. I think that the community overall needs to stop doing that. no matter how much you don't like a gun because you get killed with it or because it's overpowered, it's in the game for a reason. Instead of complaining about it and calling people trash because they use certain guns, let's just let them do what they want to do. It's like
You're one of the
like, how
few
can you-
people that feels that way, though. I don't really
Yeah,
get
like-
mad about shotgun. What
Bro.
I will talk shit about, like somebody said Eddie Mipes and Matt said he had walls on TikTok or something. Well, that kid drives me nuts. He doesn't actually piss me off. He's actually really funny to me. Not in a positive way, but he, he'll talk smack using this kind of stuff or whatever. And I can't stand idiots that are like, I'm better, I'm just better, and they're using a one shot. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like
Yeah,
to me, that's crazy.
that shit'll piss me off though. I'm not gonna lie, that'll piss me off. But I'm not about to be like, you should probably stop using a gun. Know what? I see why you use that gun, brother. It's okay.
Yeah.
I know some people that run shotguns that'll plain straight up tell you, I'm ass with every other gun. That's why I use the shotgun. Okay, bet. Even if you don't have an explanation, you don't owe me an explanation. I did not make this game. If you wear a riot shield or not, which I got a lot of shit for when I ran the riot shield, but when other people run the riot shield, everybody, oh, you're so smart. It protects you from the bots. That's the same thing I used to say, but when I did it, I was asked. But nonetheless, like I said, I genuinely don't care. So, you feel me? I know I'm a good player. I'm just waiting for everyone else to realize that I'm a good player.
Mm-hmm. Good, yeah, and that's what we're here for too, right? There was a great comment posted by Lonnie as well. Said, I think you wanted your name out there in a negative way though, Sleep. Like I think we were kind of covering that. And yeah, just throw your opinion on it, you know?
If you're associating the negative way with a shotgun, then once again, that's just your
This leads
opinion.
into a question I have for you. No, I meant like yeah, whatever. I mean, just know like negative attention is attention.
Like I said, a lot of you are not going to ever experience or ever feel what it's like for you to be black and for someone to call you a bunch of racial slurs. Once again, when you guys aren't streaming, you're not the same people. You can lie and say that you are, but a lot of people are not the same people once they turn that camera off and they take that stream off. I'm the same person on camera as I am off camera. The same nice person that you're going to see if you don't say anything crazy to me is the same person that you'll see
That's
off
a great
stream.
question. Are you the same person? I don't know you well enough to know. Are you the same person here as you? I mean, obviously nobody's down the line, right? But like, do you feel you're pretty balanced? Because it kind of leads into my next question. What do you define as toxicity and what do you define as the line? You know what I mean?
Constantly sending messages to somebody after you already left the game, spam reporting them is a little toxic, even especially if you don't have proof that like a solid proof that they're cheating. If you're relying on a kill cam and that by itself, that's not fair to the next person. There's a lot of really good players out here that get banned for things like that. And I know a lot of people don't care. And once they see you get ricocheted out the lobby, they're going to think, oh, look, I told you he's cheating. No, it's just enough people reported me until I got kicked out of that game. So ricochet doesn't mean that you're cheating. But I feel like just taking it to places that it doesn't have to be. Anything outside of saying GGs and maybe a little bit of friendly shit talk is just being extra toxic.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're responding to something that someone said to you that's toxic and you're responding back to it, you're not toxic. You're just responding to the bullshit that somebody said to you.
Totally fair. I have like a really good point to make on this. This should be you're going to hear me say this and you're going to be like, oh, you're old, Brick, you're a boomer, you're fucking shut up, dude, blah, blah, blah. But I'm going to actually key on this really quick. So something that really like stands out to me in today's society, this is everybody as a whole. I notice that like when I'm playing with a lot of different other people, they can't wait for somebody to mess up in a PSN chat. Like on PlayStation when I play on console, they can't wait for that comment so they can report it and get them chat banned. And I think that's so weird to me because I grew up with not snitching, like not making a big deal. I grew up in COD lobbies that were terrible to each other, and then people would be friends after. It may seem insane to you that people could be completely terrible to one another. I'm not gonna get you guys all hear that it's the same shit you hear today, but nobody reporting each other for the most part. Everybody just like rocked with a PlayStation and give a fuck at the time. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was a dangerous place if like you were a young buck and playing in these lobbies, and a lot of you probably remember this. But you're like, well, what are you trying to say? You want to go back to that? Like, I wish. To be honest with you, it was a very different time. I'm not trying to sound aged and not sound old to myself, but I heard something today having to do with brain rot. And so I want you to know this, especially if you have kids, this is important. Where screen time is actually physiologically changing humans' minds from a young age and developmental stage. And so what you're seeing is that there's children who are literally using AI chatbots as their friends. They're not going out socializing. They're being raised in chat lobbies. And here's the crazy part, right? So there's teenagers as well, young high schoolers and stuff that they choose to be AI relationships are on the rise. The Asmongold, I think, posted something about this not too long ago, and it kind of amazed me. It opened my eyes. My kids are all growing and all stuff too, but they must have probably experienced this too. This will blow your mind, though, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Kids, adults, people in general of the specific later generations are more worried about what they say to another human being and choose to be with like AI and chatting with them for both confidence and the fact that they're very nervous that they will be doxxed or have their true feelings, which back in the day we always confided in one another and our friends at high school and so on and so forth. We always had really tight friends, but today people feel very gated in what they say because they're very worried that what they say will be posted online. And you'll see me come on and I've been very authentic, and people could probably take my words out of context and do all kinds of crazy stuff with them. And that kind of bothers me about today.
Yeah.
So, I just wanted to key in on that a little bit as well. So, I mean, I've no judgment, dude. You know what I mean? Like in that regard. But I mean, if you're constantly being accused of something that's off the wall, just equally as bad, and you're consistent on that, I think that's hypocritical to a certain extent, right? And I think that was more when I was going with it. Do you go in being racist yourself? Do you go in, you know what I mean? Like, do you try to get under people's skin? Maybe the racism thing is more of a maybe you do. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't do that shit, but
yeah,
I doubt you do.
Do
either,
I be racist? No.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't got nut like the first my first initial response is to suck a dick. That's what you can do. That is my first initial response to
Pretty
any
typical
negative
COD
comment.
response.
Yeah, boy, suck my dick. That's what I'm gonna tell you. I'm not about to sit here and go back and forth with you on race jokes. I don't care. I'm not racist. I got a lot of friends in here that are from everywhere. China, Jamaica, Guyana, India. They're white.
He's at
they're Mexican,
Jamaica.
Spanish. Yeah, man. You see me? You feel me? But
I agree with him on the report thing. Just had a well-known streamer post a public video of me cheating earlier this afternoon, which I can confirm you do not, or you never did when I played with you. And they continue to be nasty in chat and reported me, and all happened on live. So like, that's very unprofessional, is what I would say about that. But sometimes people get on a power trip with the reports. Yeah, I don't get it, man. Because here's the thing, I actually didn't understand it, and then I saw Tyler. Thank you for the 2 as well. Yo, I didn't understand why he had this in his name and blah, blah, blah. They were so excited about that. And I'm like, man, we live in a really terrible time. Native, what up? Love you, brother. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Tyler. Of course. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, don't forget to drop a like in the stream as well. Thank you so much. A human at me. Does anybody else have any other crazy ass, like fucking wild questions? Lonnie, I'm not sure if I missed it. If you did, I might have just misread what you were saying.
I'm sorry, Rance. I forgot. Church. God forgive me.
He's always be saying this, dude. All right, so okay, at this point, names out there, the accusation, the clips, the debates, it's all public. I haven't seen anything yet. Like personally, I don't have anything coming out of the side. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't have any curveballs to throw you. And I offered the opportunity to everyone. I've given you the opportunity to speak on a lot of this stuff. We're going to get out and play a bit and really give people the opportunity. Try to think of some hard ones. Give us a couple ones. Put my man under pressure while we're playing and trying to interact and have a good time towards the end of the stream. In this game, DMZ, while everybody else is playing Arc Raiders, and which I want to play, and Battlefield 6, and so on, all the COD killers that are coming out. So yeah, let's see. How's it affected your love for the game? Yeah, has this all affected the love, like your love of the game? This is a two-part question. Has streaming and becoming public affected your love of the game, or has your experience been affected just as a player offline?
Streaming has made me love the game a little bit more. Not even
that's
a little
interesting.
bit.
Most people
a lot
get
more
burned out
because no, I've met everybody in the G4 family through streaming. Whether they were random, whether they fought me and beat me, whether they did anything. I love every member in my Discord like their family. So I think the game and streaming and everything made me have a love for this game a little bit even more. What does affect how I feel about this game is that Ricochet is a report system. It's not an anti-cheat. If Ricochet was a real anti-cheat, the minute that you cheat, you would be gone. It shouldn't take someone to report you.
Let me grab you there.
Okay.
So that stands out to me, right? So all right, you say it as a statement, and I'm very similar to you when it comes to like reading the room, but I'm saying, I picked up on that with you, but it's like, look, how do you know that Ricochet is a report system? You know what I mean? Like to me, I'm asking because to me that comes off as like, well, my hacker friends told me. You know what I mean? That's how I read it. You know what I mean? It's a bold statement, is what I'm saying, because I don't fucking know. Like, I really don't. I suspect, but go ahead.
Sleepy, really sleepy?
Sorry.
Of course. So now, so how I know that is, I have friends that are not sweats. You feel me? These are people that casually play the game just to have fun. They walk around and they loot. They fucking fight a couple teams that they may die all the time. Like, but they're just on this game to have fun. These people are still people. Sorry. These people are still people that get banned if you will port them many times. They're nowhere near the skill set of Dylan, Quicks, and Wizard, and they will admittedly tell you, like, yo, I'm not as good as these people. I'm just here to play the game and have fun because this is what I like to do. And they still get Ricochet nonetheless. Why? Because too many people report them. Once you see that text in the general chat, oh, everybody spam report this person, they're cheating. Nobody even tries to even fight you anymore to see if you're cheating. Nobody just leaves. They all spam report you. And then when you get spam reported, they're going to be like, oh, yeah, look, he's gone now. Look, he was cheating. No, it just took a lot of you to spam report this person, and now they're gone. But
yeah,
that's just my opinion on it.
Tom said here, I've gotten Rico'd and I'm freaking bot, bro. There's been a lot of that. I mean, it's never happened to me. The biggest person that I trust that I don't know that I've seen that happen to is Andy B. Andy B, I've followed and been very much inspired by his content. He's a good editor and an amazing Melee player. And he didn't have to post that he's got a permaban. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy. I've been shadowed twice with 0 kills. I guess I'm dog shit because I've never been shadowed. So, Boosting Dave Gaming, thank you for all of your super chats, by the way, Boosting Dave Gaming, you're the man for that. Tyler as well, thank you over there. YouTube, he said, Brick, what's your thoughts on Sleepy? As it stands right now, I'm with the story. I forget exactly what I wanted to say. One thing, and I had a couple more questions, obviously. These ones are more insightful to the entirety of it that I would like you to leave with your, obviously closing arguments to it before maybe we take some for off the cuff and fun and play. But I haven't seen any proof. I'm a very paperwork driven person, meaning like I don't like to just go with the flow and get the mob mentalities because I've met a lot of people that get a bad rap, if you will. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how other people just say, well, this has happened and there's no other way. You're not convincing me otherwise. I've seen a few people that have said, like, you're not convincing me. There's nothing you could say because I saw this. And I go, okay. Where's the clip? Where's the comment of the individual sharing the cheats, or you see you have the clip of them doing it or whatever? And that's no offense to anybody. Your experience is your experience. I'm not trying to take away from you, but I don't operate that way. So my stance is pretty clear. Everything that he said is lined up in his favor. Lucky for him, right? Because if he is, then he's fooled a lot of people, but I don't see it that way. Everything's adding up in his favor. And so that's kind of where I'm standing at it with it. And I've asked some very difficult questions, uncomfortable questions. He didn't have to come on here. Now, am I exonerating him? And I'm another talking head on the internet. But at the end of the day, I wanted this interview. And I don't want to have to beg for it. I wasn't going to do all that. I offered it, and he took it. And it was that simple, man. Like, you didn't have to do this. And me personally, it starts to get to a point where the best way I could put this is if we were at court and this is a jury trial or a judge, at some point, regardless of you're suspicious or not, you have to let somebody off the hook because there's just no evidence, man. Like, and I'm kind of get that point. So I've asked and asked and asked. A lot of people say big statements, and I get that griefing and toxicity may cause people, and there's a lot of malicious people out there who just want to fry you just because they hate your success. They hate the way but griefing and toxicity is not cheating. And that was the topic of discussion today. So I'll leave it at that, man. That's where I'm at right now with it. Obviously, I wouldn't let you slide, bro. if I was thinking, I'd be very clear. I told you I was going to ask you a hard question. I'll still continue. But if somebody can produce those kinds of things or whatever, and let me just be clear, even if something comes definitively on any individual in the future or the past, it will be handled in a professional way. I am not going to go on some witch hunt to I ousted this person and bring a bunch more negativity to the game. I'm actually trying to do quite the opposite. Now, however, I will give conclusive evidence because I'm just fact-based. That's just it. I care about facts. That's it. And if that bothers you, then I don't know what to tell you. You should consider trying it this way. That's kind of where I'm at with it. So yeah, here it says, at this point, your name's out there. The accusations, because I already said this public. So got to the love of the game part. If people could see the story from your perspective, what do you want them to understand? Which will kind of go to my last question. And one big one I wanted to ask you was, looking back, do you think you handled any of it wrong? Do you think anything went sideways that I know I talked to you about the other day, and I think you and I are similar in that we don't kind of live with the regrets, or at least I don't anymore. And I could tell you, when I say that, I mean, I try to do the right thing always. And if something happens and I just learn from it as a mistake, and that's more of my question. Do you feel that any of this went sideways and that you've learned anything from it that you might handle differently, or anything? Is there anything you want to leave in a statement that way as well? Anything that stands out to you?
You think so? As a closing statement, I will say, for everybody that did assume I'm cheating, most of you don't like me, and that's okay because I don't give a fuck. Whether you agree that I'm cheating or not, there have been times where I've killed you on a random account. A lot of the people that's in the chat that are saying that they're not convinced, and you say GG's good kill. You're only following the crowd because somebody that you like a lot has told you that I'm cheating, and you just go with it. And it's okay. I don't blame you. Not everybody could be a lion. Some people have to be sheep. Do I care what you are? Not at all. I personally couldn't care less. But I will say all the cheating accusations are just proving that I am exactly who I think I am. You feel me? I know I'm a good player. I put in the time. I put in all the work. I'm not the best player. Hopefully I'll get there soon, maybe by DMZ2. But there's still a lot of competition that I have to go through. I got to go through Wizard, Dylan, Quicks, and I haven't fought these people enough for me to be able to say like I'm up there with them, but I'm not your average player. Um, and also I need a lot more people to realize that just because you're not that good at the game doesn't mean that everybody else is not that good at the game. There's always somebody better than you, no matter what you do in life. Whether you're a carpenter, whether you're a chef, there's always somebody better than you. Um, a quote that I'd like to leave everybody with is social media is the courtroom of opinions. And I believe that if you get caught up in it, that it's really hard for you to come out. You feel me? So I really advise a lot of people to form their own opinion on me instead of listening to whoever they say or whoever they like a lot. Instead of listening to that person, you should form your own opinion.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah. You know,
And I have no regrets at all. I've handled everything exactly the way I wanted to handle it. If you didn't like it, kick rocks. For the people that do love me, like I said, I love you guys to the moon and back. I'll give you the shirt off my back. You guys can call me anytime, and you know I'll answer my phone. So
I know I've
that
had a
being
few
said-
people tell me that of you. know?
Yeah, like bro,
And
I
I
have
can
my
also
friends
gather
call me
you
at
really don't
3 in the
care.
morning. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
not at all. I have friends on the game that I've known for quite a long time that'll call me 3 in the morning to help me help them set up something with their stream or something on the game, and I'll get up from what I'm doing and I will go do it because
Yeah.
these are people that I consider to be my family. These are people that have been here with me since day one.
Yeah. Two things. One was one thing I'm going to bring up in a minute, but obviously, so like in the future, if something ever came about or there was like damning evidence, I'm going to be frank to everybody here. From what I gather from you in the short amount of time that I've learned of you, know of you, and stuff, I don't think, honestly, even if it were the case, it wouldn't, it wouldn't be the end of your world. You'd be, fuck it, you know, like whatever. Because you are very much like, this is why we don't care about the shotguns. This is why we don't care about people, the glitching, the reporting, all that. It kind of lines up. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, I think this is the middle ground to the extreme of people who are like, fucking, it's in the game. I Koshi glitch and duplicate fucking blah, 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 airstrikes and da, 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 da. You're not like, you don't completely give a shit in that regard, but it's not like, you know what I mean? So you've made your statement, you made it very clear. Thank you for that. Two was like, hey, I think we asked you like, cause you don't have to do this. And so I want everybody to know, cause a lot of people just think like, oh, well, you have to show this. Like he could just stop streaming tomorrow. But another point was brought up about past streaming, which I'm going to comment on in a minute because it's important and another devil's advocate point. But yeah, so like you could do a hand cam, you could do obviously, and you could do your gameplay footage and all that stuff, and that's great. But one of the issues I think that was brought up was that there isn't any prior footage to go off of from in the past. So regardless, we can't witch hunt this to death. We can't keep beating a dead horse. What I would say to it is this. Earlier was brought up that negative energy, negative attention can still be attention. I don't think there's a ton. It's not my way of doing things. It's not my MO. But like I would say, like taking away from it, as long as all these things hold up and you had to, you know what I mean? I think it could turn into a super positive experience because we're all learning. And I want people to kind of realize that too at the end of the day. Like, as long as somebody is not completely violating some crazy ass just humanity rules, you know what I mean? You have to keep an open mind because the world's filled with terrible, terrible shit going on. You know what I mean? Try not to be part of it. I try to, I mean, that's my whole business model, right? Is like trying to uplift people and bring positivity in the world. And so that's where I'm at with it. And like I said, I haven't seen any definitive proofs. We don't have anything from the past. So even if you had been and you stopped, which I'm not saying that happened, I want to be clear. I'm just saying that like I do think that a lot of positive stuff. And I hope nothing ever does come out. I'd love. You want to hop in some fucking game, man?
Absolutely.
And see. Let's let everybody see you.
That's what I've been waiting
All right,
for.
let's watch
Are
this
you
gameplay.
able to? I was just thinking.
What do you want me to stream?
Well, you're streaming, right? You're gonna stream your gameplay.
I can if you want to.
You can, yeah. Well, I was thinking more camera. Are you able to? Are you have
I don't
Discord on
have
your console?
I don't have a place to
Do you
set
have
up
to?
my camera.
Do you have to? No, no, no. Worry about. I was actually going to use your gameplay as your cam. But I was going to ask you: are you able to remain in the Discord call?
No, I don't
You'll
have the
be in
best
game.
PC build. Yeah,
Oh, no,
like
you're fine.
yeah. So if my camera is on, it pulls for my frames. If my music is on,
I
it
don't
pulls
need
for
your
my
camera.
frames.
I'm asking if you can be in the call, like
Oh yeah,
audio.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that
you're
way,
fine.
because I'm asking that because
That's why I don't even stream with my camera on anymore because it
that way
pulls
you
me
can
down
talk
to
to
like 50 frames.
chat and you and in game. You know what I mean? If that's possible. So hey, don't mind me either. By the way, I am complete dog shit. Well, to everybody
That's fine.
that is viewing, thank you guys so much for showing up. Whether you're here because you're pissed or you're super supportive, neither here nor there. You're neutral. I love a lot of the commentary. If you have anything that you would like further discussed, throw it in the chat. I would like to continue on. Thank you again, Sleepy, for giving the opportunity. And yeah, he's offered to answer what you have to ask. As I said, it's been pinned. As long as you keep professional, that's all good. If you got anything, send it my way. We're gonna hop in some gaming, and then you could obviously hop over, watch his stream as well, and tell me what you think. One of the things that was said earlier is that people thought there was a difference in gameplay. So it'll be interesting. I really want to see that. I want to see how you play together as a team. Hopefully, that you shouldn't have any pressure with me. You'll be carrying me in a lot of situations. So
I appreciate Yeti, Zolan, Caremy. I appreciate all the good comments. I appreciate Ace of Knives. I appreciate everybody that's saying positive stuff about me. I love you guys. I hope that if I do run into you, that we can actually be friendly because I don't like killing people that I know in this game. So I want to be friendly with everybody that I meet. And if we have to have a good normal fight, then GG's either way. I'm not gonna be too butthurt. I'm not gonna be butthurt at all about this shit. Honestly.
Tyler said to you, mad respect to you, Sleepy, for doing the stream and defending yourself. You seem like a chill and stand up dude, and you earned my sub. Looking forward to seeing some new content from you. Very much.
I need a better beard. I'm trying, bro. It's not in my genes, bro. Like you guys gotta understand. My older brother didn't even get a full Sunni till he was like 30.
Got it, Yeti.
You can get 3 more years.
DM me your you could DM me your app.
I'm doing it right now.
All right.
Wow. All right, let me turn this camera off and close this camera application so I can get all my frames.
Okay.
Hold on. All right, chat.
Oh, you actually, so you do play on the PC now in the game?
Yeah.
Or were
I've been
you
playing
always on it? I thought you was on PlayStation.
No, I was on PlayStation first, but then I moved to PC about a year ago. Yes, it was actually a year ago. Yeah. It's been a year, and I've only been getting the accusations for the past how long? Like 2-3 months.
Oh, so this is more recent. That
Yeah.
it was the last couple months.
Yeah.
I don't want to like put anybody on blast. Like some people, thank you, Lonnie. You're a rock star too. I've always been good with you since I met you, man. It's awesome.
Can you say hi? I got you.
Experience. Yo, no, there's a couple people who have been like dancing around. I absolutely appreciate the professionalism, and I know that many of you think that I just don't want to be controversial. This situation, you could be farther from the truth. In most situations, like it don't matter. I've wanted to interview like Haste and Wizard, probably Dylan or like Andy B. I wanted some of the guys that are more very well known. I would treat them the same way. I promise you, I'm treating them the same way. Maybe something like that is in the cards. I definitely could make that happen. Probably if they would agree to it. But no, you ask the hard questions and remain professional. But some of you seem to have been dancing around the bushes. If like you want to say that there's something, somebody said they wanted to see a clip. I have one. I showed it in the last stream. Sure, in mind. I want to hop in here. If you still want to see that, we'll get it in between a game. Repost it in the chat, and I will find that for you. And then I'll post it, and then you guys can ask about that, and Sleepy can answer it. Lady Space, thank you for the follow.
Oops just became a brick by brick.
Before
checking
we
out,
go
Sleepy.
in, I'm gonna go use the bathroom. I'll be right back, guys.
Roger. Make sure I'm typing on the right one here. Ah. Why is this not popping? There we go. Give me 1 second. So blind, I didn't realize if I put 2 L's. Bear with me. Almost done. Hopefully that worked. Should have worked. Ah. That's so funny. Somebody I
Compliments
met
of
in
the chef.
game, or in DayZ, actually friended me. It's too funny. Let me try this one more time. I must have typed something wrong. Ah, okay. I see what I did wrong. Say, I know I didn't spell it wrong. Let's put a space in. That should work. I see the comments coming through. Failed? What the fuck is going on? Oh, that's it. Okay, that one worked. Okay. Shut up, Roland. Dude, he said I never played DMZ. Trolling me, man. Let me see if I can get these. Hold on. The chat box. Is that there? There it is. If you think the chat box is terrible, like, just let me know on the show. I've been testing it out with every scene. Kind of want to leave it up. I probably should give it a darker background, but I've just been wanting to make it because I want YouTube and Twitch to be able to chat back and forth. Oh, I'll be down for it, Lonnie. Yeah, to keep interviewing DMZ streamers, absolutely. I chose to do this one because it was the most controversial, and I'd sound like I'd only been super like positive towards Dylan and Wizard. So and Wizard, I love to death. I've talked to him a handful of times off camera, and I do think highly of him. I will say, after I did that, and then I gave him this big pass, you know, I saw a clip that I thought was kind of like, damn, I couldn't explain it too much either. But I want to ask him personally, you know. But I want you to know that, like, and the thing is that anybody I fucking mess with, anybody that is my people, anybody that I would, you know, even if we might not see eye to eye, but anybody who's a real one is not going to be bothered by being straight up. You know what I mean? If you are, you're not my kind of people. I might not see eye to eye with you politically or in the way gaming goes, whatever. It doesn't mean that I don't respect you. And so the point of what I'm saying is I try not to make too many names and, you know, use too many people negativity. We already have enough of that. But, like, you're not going to really see me cover too many, like, idiots that don't matter. You know what I mean? Like, just not.
Alrighty, we are back.
Yeah. I sent you a request.
Accept
I was
this
gonna. Yeah, you're good.
Ooh, my man's name
Just
is
Glock. Yeah.
Glock. Hold on, let me get you up in here, and then I'm gonna start my stream up.
When I used to stream every day, and I was brick by brick vets, brother. I literally, I shit you not. Oh, are you gonna push the talk?
No, hold on, let me mute myself on here.
Yeah. I can mute you. but you'll be in game chatting. So
Hold on.
you said we're using one shots. I haven't played DMZ, and I noticed earlier that when I did go in the firing range, my controls, I think I'm playing DayZ. It's really bad. It's not good. I'm using APs. I'm a bitch. I don't care. Oh, we're the same character.
Hold on.
I gotta hit the latrine. I'll be right back. All right.
Bet. I'm about to
You can take chat,
when you
whatever you want.
come
You can probably
back,
stream it too, huh?
when you come back, I'm gonna start up mines.
Okay, sounds good.
Boom.
All right, I'll be right back. I'll
Copy.
grab them joysticks for you guys too.
Torn artifact removed ads for 5 brick by brick warriors. They have gifted 5.
No, my ADS is a little slow today. 55 would be a better fit for me.
Hype train started.
Foo! The aim is feeling immaculate. All right, let me start this stream up. Cause I know you all want the stream. Alrighty. So for everybody that wants to watch, I am streaming. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not, but y'all could come on over. To leave such a message pinned in my thingy is weird. What's going on? Homie rolling. About to warm up before we before we go in. I gotta put the bots on 3. Whoa. I hate when my controller does that. I feel like my controller like does this stupid thing like every couple days. Where's my custom control thing? Hey, Mar, what up? Beat by Lyric, what up? I see. Yeah, my boy Martian, man. Talks to my boy. Oh, okay, edit button layout. See? Why does it switch? Dave, what up, my brother? We got a new follower. Appreciate it, appreciate it. Ace of Knives. Oops, excuse me, Ace on Knives. All right, what's good, brother? What's good? Hit the fuck? What the fuck? Nah, that's crazy. That actually just made me look crazy. Bro, I'm driving, but I can't miss this shit. Come on, hit it. There it is. Appreciate them follows. Appreciate the follows, guys. Nah, I got a couple of followers. Oh. if you paid attention, I literally just stopped what I'm doing to answer my girlfriend. I really recommend this build to everybody. I'm telling you, this build is let me know when you're ready, brother. Oh shit, he is ready. Sorry. Hold up, let me check my audio settings. Had to fix my audio, turn it up. Make sure everything is how it's supposed to be. Damn, we loading in quick, ain't we? I know you got good internet. No, you guys are good internet. I play my tools, believe it or not. No, you guys are good internet. I play my tools, believe it or not. I think I should start doing that. Pause. Sorry, I did not want a third. I just wanted me and you. My fault. Oh no, man, you all good, brother. I don't mind. Let me put this right here. Yeti Tactics, appreciate you for the follow, gang. Appreciate it. Ooh, well, we're going on Maslow right now, but if you get a good hype train going, I don't care. I'll go anywhere. I'm dog shit, but well, I'm not gonna say I'm dog shit at building 21. It's just really been a minute. My boy Martian used to take me in there all the time. Damn. Jap Data, appreciate you for the follow, brother or sister. Damn, we got this song going on forever. Damn, I'm a rock star, got the limelight. Damn, I'm a rock. Never heard of you before, but nice to meet you, Big Dot. I appreciate you. No, Mr. Griff, he's good. Yeah, you my guy, he's good. I appreciate you. I didn't mean to delete that. My mouse dropped. Oh man. Oh shit, I forgot to check the lobby. Jay Rich, appreciate you for the follow, brother.
MC, make another hit.
Torn Artifact, what's going on? Where's my... What the fuck?
Location is marked on your TAC map. Be advised a heavily...
Consumer Reports has named the 2025 most reliable automotive brand, Subaru. It's no surprise they also named Subaru the best overall automotive brand.
Get 1.9% APR financing for 72 months on new Subaru Outback models. Going on now.
Dove Men Full Body Deal is odor protection for your darker side, for your sidekicks, and the rest of your netherworlds. Dove Men banish the BO everywhere. Shop now.
Hey, you guys see Hard Rock Bet has new promos dropping daily?
Did y'all say my name?
Oh, no, sorry, John. We were saying that Hard Rock Bet has new promos every day.
Oh, okay, cool. No worries.
So, any good daily promos?
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff.
Are you sure you didn't say my name?
Yeah.
Cool.
A lot of good daily promos, actually.
I know I heard my name.
Bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if you win.
We're gonna run a 5-on-5, so whoever wants to pull up, just slide. Just slide.
Hey, let's do it.
Come on.
Hey, you feel all right?
Using vapes can lead to respiratory damage. Get the facts at thefaxnow.com.
One more game? Say less.
Give me that! Hey!
Don't do that.
Who's next?
Game on.
Let's run it.
PlayStation.
can hear him coming from here.
Nice.
Activity is increasing near your location. Stay alert.
Yo, why is my controller doing this? Hold on. Whoa, I spelled. What the hell? What is... I'm changing shit mid-gameplay, and I probably shouldn't be doing this, but... He's still up there?
Copy. UAV orbiting the AO. Hostile UAV in this sector.
It's sniping next to me. Oh! What the fuck? Yo! I can't jump through the window! Yeah.
Be advised, UAV is exiting the AO.
Bro, there's somebody that's in front of the buy or on the bridge. I can see him peek. I'm gonna let him get back up so he can burn his selfie. I don't want to be too vulnerable. Because that guy is on the below. See? And that's perfectly fine. I knew it. I knew I was gonna get fried. Yeah, but I just didn't know he was further back. I didn't know that his teammates fucking pulled up like that. I didn't know that his teammates fucking pulled up like that.
What a fucking dude! It was still good. It was actually cool to spectate you for a minute,
bruh.
So I appreciate it. I'm sorry it went that way, dude. What a eye-opening wake up.
Ooh, the mini bug. I have to fix this. We can't hear Brick, by the way. Oh, you can't hear Brick. Hold up. Let me add a application. Beta. Let me see. Discord. Boom. Say something real quick, Brick.
Oh, I got the wrong... Bro, I had the wrong controls on.
Ah, man.
I don't know if you caught that, but...
Hold on, it's sign damage. There it is.
I had my controls set, my back paddles were sent to L1 and R1. I couldn't figure out why I couldn't move.
My shit got fucking changed up, boy. All right, chat.
Man, my centering is way off. I use rotational aim assist to work.
What? So I normally give people the settings I use, and well, not my sensitivity settings, but I do suggest that you bring down your ADS sensitivity multiplier a little bit if you feel like you're having a hard time.
No, mine are set to pro settings from doing 8s, but I just haven't played this game. I've been playing DayZ, which is vastly different controls. Like you can't change the controls in DayZ, so my 3,000 hours of muscle memory is stuck with that. So I just got to get used to it again. I play very low sense. My ADS sensitivity multiplier is 0.9 on everything under 2x or something. Then it changes. It changes for my higher zooms. I don't, like I said, I jitter aim, rotational aim assist. Like I'm definitely good with these settings. If I change anything, dude, I'm gonna be fucking terrible. Terrible.
Nah, don't
I should be
worry.
good now though. But I literally had my back paddle set to my tacticals because that's in DayZ, lean is L1 and R1 for me.
Mm.
So the controller was set for DayZ. And so you can lean around a corner and that.
Oh,
and
I know what
here,
you mean.
my back paddles are O and X, which is melee and jump.
Oh,
You might play with your back paddle being drop shot or crouch or you know what I mean, slide dive. I'm guessing your like O is or your slide dive is on your back.
Mm-hmm. So I got no. So my right stick is slide.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. And then your left stick's going to be your jump, X.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
No. So wait. So my right back paddle is jump. My right my push down on the right stick is my slide. My other left stick is
that's what mine is.
It is the triangle button.
So your what are your two back paddles? Jump and what?
Jump and switch my gun. Nope, switch my gun.
Yeah, okay. So reload, swap weapon.
Sometimes I swap between that and slide. But then again it's like I already have slide for the right stick, so I don't really need
Mine's melee and jump because of my game just crashed. Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
Your game just crashed?
Yeah. I just updated all my NVIDIA and everything today too.
I know the struggle of pressing lean button not being in there in COD.
What do you say?
No, my boy said from playing Delta Force, he knows the struggle of setting it to lean. I play
so annoying.
And have sliding jump on paddles. Yeah, sliding jump is good, but I like to slide with my right stick more. That way I can I don't know. I'm just a weird player overall.
I play differently. I don't play default. I've played like this since 2009 settings. I think the only time I play differently is when they came out with bumper scumper, jumper scumper. I don't remember the fucking name of it. something stupid.
It's
guessing that's you?
Yes, sir.
You ain't even 1250 yet. You're like real close.
Yeah.
1246 or something?
Almost there.
Yeah. Are you got in the game though, didn't you?
Yeah, but I backed out.
All right. No. You dude, don't. I was gonna say go fucking exfil if you want.
I'm right here.
I don't know why that shit happened. Okay. There we go. My old ass should not be using no damn mini back. I'll tell you that. I should be using.
Y'all should use
TAC
the ISO
56,
9.
or I should be using my fucking ISO. No, I use the gun I really prefer is one that Haste made a video on like 3 years ago. I've always loved it since. It's the Shepherd. It's the
which one's that?
Lockman Shroud.
See, I had my time with the Lockman Shroud.
So good.
But that time has passed.
Bumper jumper tactical. That's what it is. Yeah,
I'm not used to the 3-round burst thing. It's not my thing. I just like to hold the button down.
Yeah.
Only because my brain is like really weird. Like I kind of gotta focus on centering my aim. I don't want to have to center my aim and have to click my finger mad times. That gets weird. Let me see. Boom.
Stick layout preset is default, so that's right. But I have it. I want to say I play on tactical. Is the big difference for me. That's not supposed. It's supposed to be. I don't know. It don't matter.
I can't do burst weapons. I'm ass with them, bro. I'm ass with burst weapons and single fire weapons, bro. Ass with both of them things. Don't put a single fire weapon in my hand. And I heard Mr. Penn ask me when am I gonna get good with his gun? Never. I'm so scared of using these weapons that I just don't fucking use them. I did try it out though. I got like 2 kills with it. Can you guys hear the music?
Did you figure out that track, the VOD track?
Yes.
Welcome to Al Mazrah.
That thing I sent you?
Mm-hmm.
Are you hitting train or no?
No.
Okay.
So what I normally do?
Just hold it down here.
No.
Yeah,
I go in here. If I don't have no loot, I buy my plates, buy 2 plates, and I go push PvP.
You gotta remember me to bring fucking cash in, bro.
Oh yeah, I got you.
I am a super violator of that rule. What is that? I keep trying to zoom, dude, too. You can zoom and like focus with your eyes in Daisy. So I keep trying to like look in and see what I'm looking at. I can't do it. My controls are all fucked up. I warned you though.
Hey man, it's all good. We gonna.
I think I hear feet.
Hold on.
That'd be quick, huh? I think I'm tripping, dude.
There it is. All right. I have to fix my shit. All right, come on. I'm gonna go.
You moving across the grocery?
Yep.
I'm just clearing.
Going straight
to
to G4 buy station.
Okay. I never jumped up from this side. Can you? I don't think you can.
Keep my 12.
I think it's seen fucking Dylan Hayes do that shit. I don't do that shit. All right, you're going to PvP?
Yes, sir. Oh, wrong way.
I'm getting the controls back. Just taking me a second.
Nah, man, you all good. Come up.
I keep trying to focus, man. I'm so annoying. You guys know what I'm talking about? Like if you guys play DayZ, you can zoom in with your eyes. Like almost like ADS and down a scope. I keep trying to do it, but it's my slide or dive.
Nate, what's going on, brother? Don't forget to reload, please. Oh, thank you. What would I do without you? And I gotta play up. I'll take that for the one time.
You want a UAV?
I do.
All right, sending it.
Oh. In the 4th side?
It's over by the secure supplies contract. I don't know if you can see that on the map.
Yep, in the 4th side.
Yeah, on top 4-story. Sniping.
Alrighty. Woo! Nice.
You're one shot in there. I might be tripping, but I don't think I'm wrong about that.
I would really hope not.
Rabbit on top. Blue rabbit, I think.
Oh yeah, he has a Lockwood or like a shotgun.
Cracked him. He's fucking dude. I'm surprised that didn't break him. Maybe that's his. I think there's 2 teams.
Fully broke one.
How does it look like the fucking? He's on top of the stairwell. Did you hit him? Oh, he hit that. Fuck, dude. Hold your fight. Fucking bots are executing me. So stupid, bro. Fucking bots came out of nowhere.
Oh my god, there's another team.
They're down there.
Yep. I thought there was 2 teams.
I can't fucking.
Oh shit, son. What the fuck? Oh shit, son.
I might. I try to get myself to as safe of a position as possible. To res. We'll have to see. Bullfighter, thank you for the raid, dude. Welcome in. What up, Code? Thank you for the raid as well.
Of course, homie.
Holy shit, 2 raids back to back. What up, Reg? Of course, I got in the worst position possible, technically.
No, you good, you good.
I gotta remember your 1 shot with a fucking 2 plate. 1 plate, 2 plate, whatever. Here, at your feet. 100% at your feet.
Come on. I need to go get some more knives and shit. And then I need a little bit more plates.
Yeah, I got you. Oh, I got 2 as well.
They're fighting in there. And they got an explosive in that shit. Smoke some light.
Thanks for that. Thanks for the res.
No problem.
Appreciate it. I had a fucking res pistol too. What a moron, bro. I'm gonna get extra drill charges.
Water.
That makes sense. Like, dude, I don't even remember how. There we go. I literally don't even remember how to stow shit. That's how fucking long it's been. Okay. Let's see it now.
Oh, what? I stopped
no.
shooting. I stopped shooting like a dumbass.
Where are you at? Stairwell?
Yeah, in stairwell. It's gonna be a little hard to get me though.
Gotcha. Another raid. Holy fuck. What up, Reg? That a helicopter up there?
Yes, sir. It was when the other team came in. And that's another team.
Another helicopter? It's a fucking ground loot gun. Appreciate it. They're gonna hold your body, dude, like some bitches.
Yeah. That's very smart of them.
I got a fucking UAV, dude.
I gave them.
I don't want to lose that
money.
high ground. I don't want to give this high ground. I hate having 2 guns. I like having my hands out.
Yeah, same. Wow. Homie just knew you were right there.
He's peeking it. He might have a thermal.
His Lockwood might have a thermal, yeah.
I just don't want, while their UAV's up, I don't want them to know where I'm at. Well, I want them to know where I'm at, but I don't want them taking this top and me having no high ground.
Dragon,
does that make sense? I don't have any more. Oh, I do have more smoke.
My boy said that gun so shoots through the wall as ground loot.
I want him to think I jumped. Let's see if this little fucking bullshit play works. I have a laser on this thing. Come on, bro.
I want to say I could hear some. Yes, they're getting attacked by somebody. Not gonna lie, if they are.
Yeah.
But you know that they're gonna stay inside for the airstrike.
Consumer Reports ranks car brands on more than 50 road tests, reliability surveys, owner satisfaction surveys, and safety ratings from IIHS. And for 2025, Consumer Reports' most reliable automotive